Casting now.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, so everybody's up. What's going on, PSVR community? It's AWOL Soldier here with a bunch of the guys you know and motherfucking love. So we're going to go around the table here and introduce everyone. So I am AWOL Soldier from PSVR all day, every day. It wasn't meant to be that way, but I was drunk and I made the name. Now we're stuck with it. To my left, we got the Preacher. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Preacher. That's me from the Preacher Play.
Cool.
Oh. Nat?
Yeah, I'm Nat from 7 Degrees of Gaming. Thank you guys for inviting me.
You're welcome, and you look like a chick.
Hello.
Paul, go ahead.
Hello, howdy. Polish Paul VR. From Polish Paul VR.
And I'm Dave from Dave Station VR. And
With
thanks
those
for having me
dulcet
here,
tones.
All right, and I am Lewis Knight from Lewis Knight PSVR, and I really hope everyone is sharing all their voices.
Hello.
Oh, I hope so too, yeah.
That's a good
Is this going to be an hour of one person talking to themselves on
I think so, yeah.
That's what I...
I think so, pretty much. Well, thank you guys for showing up. What we all came to do this for was for the community as a whole, which we're all a part of. And thank you so much for Strange Games for showing up so they can tell us a bit more about what they're up to and whatnot. So we're going to talk right out the gate here. We got a ton of topics from the user communities, from everybody's channels. We're going to start off with Strange Games because at the moment they're still coding D-Day for us as we speak. And we're going to talk Honor and Duty, which I personally love that game, man. It's they told us that 5v5 multiplayer in PSVR was not possible because the PSVR is a pussy and it can only be done on PC. And you guys said, F that. Here you go.
Hello.
Nobody.
Hey, Reggie, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I just got a comment from one of my...
Yeah, they can't hear his chat.
They can't hear you, yeah. I don't think you're sharing your audio.
Here's what we do, though. Okay, so you go into the party that we're in, all the party that we're in, go into that party screen, everybody, and just go into the party settings and make sure your voice is allowed to be shared.
Yeah, just go into your chat settings there.
Right, so,
in the party settings, 7, I think it was the same thing with you during our Farpoint stream a while back.
Yeah, it should all be...
No, 7's good now. I streamed
7's good. We streamed Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah, I've got prioritized party chat, so yeah, I'm in.
This is the first time we're doing this, guys, so...
Just working out some kinks.
Yeah, the fluttering kitten is way in the chair. Yes, we got drinks.
I'm just slugging here.
Nine.
Can you guys hear him now?
Awesome. All right. He's probably just still setting up his settings.
We'll have to wait.
You know what?
If I sec for confirmation.
I just tried it, so... Somebody just asked me about, while we're waiting, somebody just asked me about Preta Vendetta and how she grinding is.
We're going to be doing announcement videos so everybody can tell us what they wanted to talk about to keep this short.
Yeah. All right. Well, I changed the settings. Can everybody hear me?
I'm gonna verify my own channel, man. Give me one sec.
Anybody out there watching? Let's see if we can hear Fluttering Kitten over here from Strange
All right, go ahead, Flutter.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
I mean, we can hear you.
Awesome. Everybody can hear. We're just waiting for Flutter.
Hey, they can hear him.
Okay.
Thanks, Beatrice.
Cool.
Appreciate that.
Cool.
All right, back on schedule.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So.
Anyone want to intro?
Sorry, man.
All right, we're good now?
Sorry about that, Fluttering.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
No problem. I didn't realize it. But yeah,
good.
I guess we're just saying we're really.
I didn't think about doing that because we all stream all the time, and I'll have that set that way. My bad. We should have told you that.
Okay, everything is perfect.
So back to the first question. The initial question was honor and duty and how awesome it is, and how you don't understand how some of these AAA studios and everybody else said it couldn't be done. That was the question you were trying to ask.
5v5.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, there's really nothing that hard about it. I mean, you've got some things with VR. I mean, it's a lot more frame rate sensitive, but other than that, I mean, to me, multiplayer is a lot easier to do than single player. So I would have thought, online multiplayer would have been the easier part of it. But in any event, we were just really surprised to hear we were the first to do it. And with all the great feedback we got, we decided to look at doing a sequel, a lot sooner than we would have. And this great art asset became available in the Unity store. And it had the perfect look for World War II, and so it was just like everything just kind of fell into place. And so, things are going pretty well with that. We're working on some coding to replace a lot of the middleware we've been using. And that middleware is a very complex system, and so a lot of things were really hard to fix because, this whole, big middleware system just, we try to fix one little thing, and it touched 10 different systems. So anyway, we've just been, kind of stripping that out. And, that coding will be the basis for D-Day, but at the same time, we're kind of, it's going to be, fixing the things in the current version of Honor and Duty. So hopefully within about 1 to 2 weeks, we'll have that ready to go back into the, the current version of Honor and Duty. So we'll be able to fix a lot of things like the player rotations, the frame rate issue and all that. So, look, even though we haven't been doing a lot of updates in the past week, there's a lot of work that's been going on. So.
Well, you guys are doing a great job, man. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
I love the game. Has everybody in here played the game?
Oh yeah, it's great game. For the price. Yeah, for the price, it's amazing, isn't it? Only $5.
Yeah, I bought it for $1.
Yeah, I did on sale.
Yeah. I think I was a little drunk and harsh when I reviewed it at first because I kept spawning in the same spot and everyone just had a better gun than me. And I was so fucking frustrated. But I'm sure that's been patched or adjusted or something at this point to spawn.
Well, that's shit. Is anybody said they can't hear Polish Paul?
Me?
I did. I think Polish Paul and maybe Preacher. I'm not sure, but Preacher's good. Said much.
I'm just being quiet.
No, Preacher's fine.
Yeah, he's quiet. Yeah.
Preacher.
Yeah, I think
good.
Preacher works just fine. Polish Paul, go into your settings and make sure your game chat.
Yeah, they are. I checked it. I double checked. I wonder if I had my hand over my mouth in Rec Room because that mutes you, innit? Can they hear me now?
That's funny. Yeah, we can hear you. Well, we can hear you. I don't know. Let us know if you can hear Paul, guys, if you're still here around.
So
Right.
I got a question. I got a question for Reggie here.
No, go ahead.
Me.
Please.
So you said 5v5 was easy. You're going to up the player count for D-Day? Is it going to be like 16 players or something?
Yeah, we're actually planning 16.
Nice one.
Once we get the middleware out, once we get the middleware out and do our
Can't
own
hear Paul,
networking,
guys.
16 players should be fine. We're actually hoping to be able to do 32, but probably 16 to be realistic.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah,
Jesus, man. 32, possibly?
Yeah, well, when we were doing stuff for the 360 years ago, our games had peer-to-peer to client-server. So if we have to do that, it'll take a little longer, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal to get 32 players in there.
With vehicles as well?
Yeah, with vehicles. So we'll see.
So Battlefield. You're the first Battlefield type game.
Yeah. I was thinking that earlier. I'm like, we got Battlefield in VR. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I've been working on the tanks
insane.
a lot this week. So we've got tanks, so you can, you're actually inside the tanks, and it's like a physical tank. You're
Oh,
in there,
God,
and
that
you
looks
pop
so
out the
good.
hatch, and
Yeah, that sounds
so it's, it's not like you get in a tank and you're just seeing a third-person view of it.
And you guys are still doing the licensing so some noob can't come in and steal my badass tank?
Yeah, that's still the plan, is to have it to where when you spawn, when you bring in your tank, it's tied to you, and you can basically give your friends access to it to drive it, but somebody can't just run up and jump in your tank and run off and get it destroyed.
So, don't let Polish Paul have access to my tank.
Yeah. So almost like keys, you can
Speaking
get
of which,
keys
I
to your
got
tank.
people saying you can't hear Paul still.
Still?
In my chat.
Oh yeah, before when he did speak, he said they couldn't hear him. When you go to, you have to. It's in the party settings, Paul.
Audio sharing. Yeah, I go and check, but I'm sure I've got it. Where's that then? No. Oh, in Rec Room.
No, in the PlayStation. No, it's okay. On the PlayStation.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Oh, right, okay, yeah, right. Party settings.
Europe, because
Right, I've
here
done
in
it,
Europe
sorry.
we always get fucked. Sorry to excuse my language, but we do. We get fucked.
You do, you guys do.
So I was just wondering, is there any major issues you had with Europe specifically?
Not too big a deals. I mean, it seems like everything over there is different and more trouble to deal with things like, your rating service over there, Peggy, is a real pain in the ass. But over here, the ESRB, I can go online and within 5 minutes I can get a self-rating for free. With those guys, I mean, you've got to sign up for them, and you've got to go through their online tutorials, and then, it's a pretty expensive rating to begin with, and you got to, I mean, it was quite a bit just to get just a simple rating for our first game. So that's just one step, and then, I don't get as quick a response from Sony Europe as I do from the States. So it's a little small things, but nothing too bad. I mean, if you weren't making a lot of money. I was going to say, if you weren't making a lot of money on your games, I could see where a developer would say, hey, it's just not worth the effort. But so far, I mean, I haven't gotten sales numbers for our Europe release of Honor and Duty, but our little Match 3 game, Tina's Toy Factory, it did pretty good its first few weeks. So it was definitely worth putting it out there. So hoping Honor and Duty has the same reception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've been hearing quite a bit from developers. I've just recently had an email yesterday, actually, from the guys behind Rooms, the puzzle game that's going to be coming. It's out in Japan, and they're saying Japan's a piece of piss to fucking develop in. They're really thing, but yeah, he was literally saying Peggy's an absolute pain in the arse, which is pretty much what I've heard from other developers, that out of all of the Sony areas, they're the worst by a country mile. So,
they don't even take electronic payments. I have to go down to the bank and generate a wire transfer. And then it takes them a week to even verify they got it. So it's
So do you think the sequel will be quicker now that you know the process, or do you think it's going to be the same trouble?
Going through you mean like getting the Peggy rating and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll go a lot quicker. We kind of know some like we'll go ahead and submit our payment ahead of time and get a lot of stuff in place, and so those parts will definitely go quicker. The development will really be the the time-consuming thing. So, now that we've been through the process twice already, it'll definitely go smoother. Okay. And we're definitely shooting for a simultaneous launch for the States and Europe.
Oh, like you guys did on you guys did on your PSVR update that was worldwide. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We were all on at the same time. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they can't do it. How come every other game has to come out 7 days prior or before? Or, it's whatever.
Well, the only thing is is if you didn't pass QA for Europe or whatever, then you wouldn't be able to release on the same date. But I think they've now got a process where we can do worldwide QA for both territories at once, so that shouldn't hold things up.
Yeah.
But that would be but that would be the only thing that might keep from releasing at the same time. Because if you had to go through because right now there's QA for different territories, so if you failed one, then you obviously couldn't release at the same time.
So if Honor of Duty's doing great, we know D-Day is going to be cool. I guess the question is, you guys already had Honor of Duty out. It was a flat screen game. You built it flat screen. What obstacles as a developer are there? Like, how hard was it for you guys to give us a VR experience from a flat screen game? Is it like as big of a pain? They describe it, or was it?
Well, we use Unity, and Unity does, all the heavy lifting for you. So really, it's not that much work to literally get VR, take your game and suddenly it's VR. Now, the hard part is getting all the VR, all the VR settings taken care of, because they were really hard on us. I mean, we had it finished basically like in August. I mean, it was playable, but it took from August to almost January to kind of get everything, their VR console to be happy with everything.
I've not been talking on other channels.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking I muted that. I don't matter.
No, Paul, if you put your hand over your face, we're on Party Chat. We can all hear you. So that's only in Rec Room. That's within Rec Room. So
right, okay. I've been answering to comment. Don't ignore me.
No worries.
Hilarious.
So to answer your question, the actual technical aspects of making the game work in VR is not that hard, but just all the, really the frame rate was our biggest issue because we were not worried about frame rate. With flat screen, I mean, if it dipped in the 50s, it wasn't a big deal. But, yeah, you've got to hit 60 almost constantly.
I mean, that's one of the biggest things that makes people feel sick, I feel like, is the frame rate drop,
Right. That happened in Arizona Sunshine where I've gotten a little queasy from the frame rate dropping when the game first came out, and I was like, I can't play this for that long, guys. And that was the only game. Other than that, any game I can play. No problem.
Yeah.
So you guys, Strange Games, unlike normal studios, I'll put out a video bitching about something that needs fixed, and I've done it with your game. Next thing you know, it was me and myself, and Doom, Dr. Doom, doing a kill glitch with the medics. Next thing we know, there's some strange person in here, and I'm going, he's going to screw it up for us. It wasn't anybody trying to screw it up. It was you in there trying to see what we were doing and what was going on. And you guys have been so just approachable and showing up in streams going, what are these guys doing? Why isn't it working? And that was from when we could put headsets through and shoot people through walls to kill glitches and everything.
Yeah.
How come you guys decide to be in the community's face instead of, and Doom says hi, by the way. How come you guys decide to be in there and more active rather than like a lot of studios that decide to sit back and just to go, we're going to pretend we're not seeing this, and we'll fix what we want because we know what you want. I
don't know. I mean, we're really concerned. We really are concerned about putting out a good game and trying to take care of the issues and all. I mean, we really want people to enjoy the game. So, a lot of times when I'm working, I mean, I've got screens open. If I see somebody make a comment on one of the videos, I'll pop in and reply or whatever. So. Right now we're small enough we can do that. If D-Day is really a big success, it might be hard to reply to every comment promptly. So,
of course.
But yes, right now, I mean, it's been it's been manageable enough. We've been able to be very active and all. So hopefully that'll continue. And I guess at some point,
we're happy to be game testers for you. we feel like unpaid game testers.
Experience in real life, so let me know.
Yeah, and actually, I could use some help here probably in the next few weeks once we get ready to replace this middleware. And if somebody could get on with a PC build and help me do some testing, I'd like to really test that before we roll it out to everyone. So that would definitely be a big help if some of you guys could help with that.
Are you guys thinking about doing planes? Are you guys thinking about planes maybe?
Yeah,
airdrops. What about airdrops and stuff like
airdrops? Yeah, like you got
I saw that there was more blood in the game. I really appreciate that. I like more blood. Yeah. But if we can get some limbs kind of coming off, and maybe a head popping while the blood squirts out of the neck hole just for a while, like in Kill Bill. I don't know, maybe something like that.
All right. Well, hey, that art asset we bought has got limbs and arms, so we can definitely throw some of those in.
Just pop them right off.
Yeah.
Take a look at Ultra Rings for airplane movement.
We'll try to get it in there.
Yeah, gore galore.
All right, guys, so what we're going to do now, we can let any of you guys have questions specifically for Strange Games. And Strange Games, once they're done nailing you with their questions, anything else you want to say about your studio and your game and stuff, you go ahead and do it. Because I don't want to keep you because we know you're coding this actively right now. So we're going to do, these guys can ask you questions, and you say what you got to say, and then we'll move on to... If you want to stick around after that's your call, man. We love you guys. We love your game, and I can't wait for what comes in the future from you guys.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Go ahead. So Preacher, go ahead, and we're going to go around the table, and then Strange Games, you can talk about your game as you see fit afterwards once you answer the questions from the guys. So, Preacher, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question which I think will segue nicely for a discussion later on. But when you were making your game, and you had it all ready to go, and it was, it was ready to go out the door, and then you had to decide on a price for the content that you created, how did you go about that?
Let's see, are you talking about for Honor and Duty?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that was back in 2016, and at the time, I felt like it was a fun game, but I didn't feel like it had the polish, and, I think Sony had said, maybe a $10 to $15 game, and I just didn't feel like it had the polish for that level, so, we just kind of scaled it back a little bit. Kind of looking at what other games were out there, and just felt like that was probably a fair price, so.
Do you still feel the same way?
I think at this point, especially with the VR update, I think it's probably a fair price for it. I mean, it's still, rough around the edges in some spots, but, I've been playing it for, almost 2 years now, and still as I'm developing and doing stuff, I still find myself, kind of playing it for fun at times,
So it's safe to say that this game is going to be constantly being updated and developed, even after Honor and Duty D-Day, or is it just going to be straight D-Day and no more Honor and Duty 1 after that?
We'll see how it goes. I mean, if there's still people out there playing it, we'll definitely try to keep adding maps and weapons and stuff.
Because it's kind of like Call of Duty. Everybody goes back and forth between different Call of Duties. That could be your Call of Duty. It could be different types of Honor and Duty. Besides D-Day, obviously, there'll be more Honor and Duties, hopefully.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd love to keep, improving the levels and, going back and kind of, polishing stuff up. So as long as the game is, got some level of interest in it, we'll definitely keep trying to do some polish and, cleaning things up.
Polish.
And
That's me.
These guys have said that before, too. They said, as long as you guys are playing it, as long as you're having fun, we're going to keep paying attention to it. And Strange Games has already said that. We keep playing it, they'll pay attention to it. Hey, Dave, you swapped chairs. You want to get... Okay, Dave, you're up. Do you have any questions for...
I don't have anything prepared. I'm assuming the thing that I mentioned about the spawn points that was really frustrating, has that been updated since you guys first did the VR patch?
Yeah, it's already been updated.
Because I haven't hopped back in, honestly. So I do need to go back in and check it out.
Oh, they've updated all that, man.
Yeah. Also, one more for me.
Guys, I was asking him.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
No.
He's done.
Go on, then ask.
The scaling of the guns. Was that updated to the scaling of the guns? I think that some of the guns were looking a little too big. Is that being updated for D-Day or Honor and Duty 1 as well?
There was one or two guns I noticed that were definitely scaled wrong, and I did correct, I think, 2 guns, and I didn't see any other issues. So if there are any guns that still appear to be, out of whack or whatever, let me know. But I think the ones that were really noticeable have been fixed. So
awesome.
So I think the answer is yes. But if you notice one that is, definitely let me know.
All right, let's let Dave ask his question and let Strange Games answer the question.
Oh no, I asked it. I was just joking.
He did. He was fucking around.
All I was saying you guys answered it for him, and I was saying I was asking him.
Okay. Nat, do you have any questions?
No, I'm fine. I was just...
All right, Paul, you're up.
Right, okay. I just want to ask if you're going to be adding any new maps to Honor and Duty.
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, actually, I've already got one picked out
that
I'm planning to do. And I've got a few weapons picked out we're going to add. So the main thing is get this middleware in place, because that will allow us to fix the frame rate issue, which I think is the biggest problem right now. Once you hit the 7th player, it seems like the frame rate really drops heavily. So but that's the focus right now. But yeah, we've already got a map picked out we want to add, and some other weapons.
Right.
Awesome.
Lewis,
thank you.
Do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
All right.
Do we want to hop onto the community questions? Or?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do in a moment.
All right, so AWOL has
Strange Games. Hold up.
He said he wants to stay, man.
Strange Games, you got anything else to add about your game specifically? No, I'm not trying to kick him out. I want him to code the best game he can, because this shit rocks. And I don't want to make him feel like he can't.
Yeah, but do you want him to be coding at what time is it? It's after working hours. It's a Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. He shouldn't be coding right now, man. He's
a programmer. That's what they do. They do.
He should be. He should be.
All right.
Well, it's like I was telling somebody the other day. I really enjoy this. It's almost like a passion, So it's like if you saw an artist working, a painter. You wouldn't think he was, you'd think he was enjoying himself. And for me, that's why I work 7 days a week. It's I'm doing something I enjoy and it's fun. So.
Yeah.
But,
we can see how much you support the game. It's great.
Yeah.
The other developers can't take the same passion to their games.
Tell that to EA.
Yeah. No shit.
You guys have any loot boxes planned for D-Day?
That'll be the next step. Microtransactions. No,
Battle Royale
boxes.
mode? You guys are going to have a Battle Royale mode?
Actually, I was playing a little Fortnite.
Wait, that's like a...
Fortnite.
Wait, not like Fortnite, but isn't that like a free-for-all, right? Like, they don't have free... Yeah, there's only Team Deathmatch and Honor and Duty, that's it, right?
Yeah, it's just Team Deathmatch right now.
Right, yeah, free-for-all is like kind of pretty much like Battle Royale.
Well, hold on, what were you saying?
Yeah, definitely. We've got some more, obviously there's going to be more game modes for D-Day.
Yes.
I've got one mode that I don't think anyone's ever done that we've got an idea to do, and then we'll do a lot of the standard ones like Team Deathmatch, Free for All, Capture the Flag, those sort of things.
Are we gonna do a hardcore mode like one life and death, and then you have to sit and watch your friends play because you're an idiot?
Elimination. That's elimination mode.
No, like hardcore search and destroy from Call of Duty was my all-time bread and butter, man. Like,
right, you get eliminated. You have to wait.
Yeah.
You get eliminated.
Yeah, man. Are we gonna get something like that?
Yeah, we could definitely look at doing something like that if there's enough interest. If that's something people want to see, that wouldn't be too hard to put out.
Guys, most people in my chat are saying you keep cutting him off.
Most people are not interested in that shit.
Let them on talk.
But just let us know what sort of modes you want to see, and we can definitely work them in. Stuff like that is not hard to do. It's getting all the mechanics in there, player spawning, shooting, all that. Once you have that done, then, team deathmatch, free for all, that stuff is not that hard to do. It's just a matter of how you're scoring the points, how you're setting the teams up. So, once we get the basics in there, team modes are not that much more extra work to do. So.
Yeah.
So you guys got this shit just like you did on Honor and Duty, and going forward, it's still gonna kick ass.
Hopefully, that's the goal.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, Honor and Duty too. From what I've seen and everything, all the videos, it looks awesome. I see every video they upload right away.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, every time you guys upload a video, I'm there like, wow, I can't wait. Like the tanks and everything blew me away. This blew me away.
So real quick,
I've been working on the Periscope system. Yeah, go ahead.
Dave.
Just throw this out there. I don't really know much about, have you guys talked about a release date for D-Day, or do you have anything, a quarter?
Yeah, we're shooting for July 24th, so that's
wow.
Oh, that's
really? That's really close.
Jesus, man.
Do you hear that, guys? Oh, wow.
You heard it here first?
I didn't. You heard it here first. Yeah. July 24th, Honor and Duty D-Day. Wow.
Awesome.
Okay. And that's not too long.
Is
That's
VR
not too long
gonna
after
be
the
from
persistence.
launch, or
That'll be in a
later
Polish Paul video in about 2 minutes.
It will be. PSVR owners.
already making it.
I got the greatest news in the village.
Yeah, PSVR owners must watch this video. Great PSVR news.
Make it more clickbaity.
I try.
and real quick, too, that's going to have VR from launch, too, right? Or is it going to be after?
Oh, yeah. D-Day is going to be pretty much a made-for-VR title. You'll still have
awesome.
to be able to play
There we go.
Yeah, they'll be flat players, and
Okay.
so we can segregate them if if it's a problem. If the flat the flat players, they're going to have the same movement speed as the VR players. So
exactly. I just thought it was going to be like an all VR game. I didn't know it was going to be for like 2D and VR or just VR. Okay, so now we know. Okay.
Yeah, I think with 2D. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I think just with 2D
Paul.
you've got more players in it to play online.
Yes, that's the whole point. Right.
Right. Okay.
So have you guys noticed one way or the other, what the player base is leaning, VR versus 2D? Because I feel like with a game like this, once it hits VR, the VR community just, jumps all over it. It's like, hey, we don't have anything like this. When you release a game that starts right off the bat with VR already built in, how are you guys going to push, the 2D kind of adoption? Do you have any ideas for that?
I'm really just kind of pushing the VR, part of it, really.
Yeah.
I think I really think the VR stuff will probably drive the 2D stuff. If you got a lot of VR players out there, their friends see them playing it, they may pick it up. So, I think the VR probably will drive the 2D in this aspect. In this case.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, we'll continue to do our regular social marketing of it, try to get, awareness out there. But I'll tell you that's the biggest thing that we need is more social awareness. I mean, we're a tiny studio. We don't have the marketing efforts of the big guys, and so just getting people aware of our game is our challenge. So, you guys do us a tremendous favor every time you mention us, and kind of keep the community aware of what's going on. So that's the biggest thing y'all can do to help out. It's just kind of spreading the word.
Sweet, we will.
If it's a good game,
that's
we will
why we
talk
do
about
it, man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely. Awesome.
All right. Well, any other questions? I mean, I feel like I've kind of taken up all the time.
No, we're interested in that. We wanted to know everything. Release date, July 24th, nice one.
Yep.
So everybody said you guys have asked all your questions? Strange answer.
Yeah.
That was the greatest interview I've ever been a part of, to be honest.
Yeah, that was cool.
So that was my first ever interview.
Yeah, me too.
You have a question?
Yeah, I was going to say, are you
taking
time off from CNN or something?
No, that was very good.
Very good. Busted my interview cherry.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to move on to community questions. And these questions come from our own channels, which is actually the entire
so excited
community.
about this part.
And what we're going to get into here, and from this point forward, is going to be, of course, how we feel about VR, games in general, and peripherals, hardware, software, everything. So that's what we're going to get into right now. So I'll shout out every guy that did these questions. So I'll say who did the question, and we're going to get into it, and we're going to go left to right, and the next time we're going to go right to left. So Preach, you'll go first the first time, and Lewis, the next answer, or the next question, you're going to go to you first. All right?
Alrighty then.
All right. So this one comes from J Biggs Gaming. Should Sony release an updated PSVR this gen or next, or just release better moves and tracking? Also, on top of that, in conjunction with that, was Roy Schwartz says universal movement for the moves. Should we have universal movement, meaning it's always forward, back, left, and right, and across the board when we get a game, and then when you do other things, those are the buttons that are left over.
Okay.
I
will try and remember all that. Okay, next gen headset, or a headset next. No, not to the next generation. I don't see the point right now. The PlayStation Pro does a good job, but it's not powerful enough to warrant an upgraded headset with any kind of 4K, 8K, 12K, whatever the hell you want to put in there. No, I definitely don't think so. As for upgrading the Move controllers, I think it's going to be a difficult job for them to do, given the type of tracking that they use. So it would have to be a package deal. It would have to be like a new set of tracking with a new set of Move controllers, because the light-based tracking with the big balls on the top, I don't see how that would work. The best they could do would be
big balls.
Big balls, yeah.
Big balls.
That's what Paul's here for.
Balls.
That's what Paul's here for, baby.
balls, spoiling with so the best they could do would be to slap thumbsticks on, but it feels a little bit like it's getting late in the game for that, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to rebuy peripherals at this point that they already basically have.
And then, you've got poo guys like, Reggie here, who's doing 7 days a week, and then you have like another set of controllers.
Yeah, they release a new controller. That's what you got on your feet. You operating with your feet. Did you saw that? But that's like third-party controller. But I don't think how that would work on PSVR, like when you stand up and shit.
I'd like it to stand up, because you need to sit down with that.
Yeah, you need to sit down and then you operate with your feet. But then, how many games will support it?
Can we just agree that more games need Verzoom support? Because my Verzoom
with the bicycle?
Hey, you can buy Verzoom for 70 quid now.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around. I don't actually have one.
Alright, you can buy attachment to your
I've
to
never
your
seen
bike.
anyone who has one.
Hey guys, wait, real quick, sidebar. Do you think if we all bugged Verzoom, they'd send us some free bikes?
I asked them.
Nobody's covered that.
Listen.
Literally, nobody's covered that.
I'll take it.
And we
I
could
would
have
take
a thing
it.
where we all talk about their little bikes.
I've sent them email and I asked them, can they send me one over? But they never
Maybe
replied.
Ukraine,
They said not to fucking Poland. We'll send it to them.
Yeah, that would be. I would totally take that for free.
All right, so back on talk. Preacher, you done?
Just the last part of that question, which was to do with universal controls. If I've understood the question correctly, I imagine it's like, raw data, Skyrim, etc., using the same types of buttons. to do the same types of movements.
Exactly.
Yes, we're a year and a half in. We've had multiple really, really good examples of how to do it. Why the fuck, excuse the language, why have they not decided to just copy the guys that've got it right?
Yeah, that annoys me,
Games.
You play new
games are in
game, and
development, but
you play new games, and half of them got different controls, and it's annoying as fuck, because you don't know what you're doing at the beginning. You have to get used to controls first, and then play the game.
yeah, as a consumer, that really sucks. That really sucks. But as far as developers go, it's still so early. Like, they don't know what the market's like. They don't know what the environment's like until, like, when a game comes out that has good controls that everyone likes. These people making the other games with shitty controls we don't like are already like 75% done with their fucking game at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's like once things certain games like set the standard, I think we'll see more of it naturally happening.
Yeah.
People want to recreate that.
Well,
but if
they have
you're
set the
working in a
standard at this
vacuum,
point.
like different lanes, you don't know what, you think you've got the best idea for what works, but then you see everybody else being like, holy shit, that one's way better. And then you realize next game, let's develop it that way. And it all kind of moves forward.
For me, there's enough games out there that use X and O or X and circle.
But this is for the
turn
future,
left
though.
and 10, right?
Right, but for the
So-
future, they should use universal. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what?
Well,
though?
what do we
How
think
about
is
this?
the game that sets the
Well,
standard
here-
for like universal? Like, what would be the game?
Oh, you're
that we'd
going to
copy?
have to take something like
Skyrim, I think.
Skyrim. You think Skyrim? Yeah, Skyrim's good.
Doom VFR did. Oh wait, both Bethesda games. No shit.
No,
Fucking Bethesda.
Skyrim Raw Data did it. Raw Data has smooth turning and walking just like Skyrim. Same controls as well.
I like the one in Apex
Yeah.
Construct, smooth walking.
They just added
Apex
it.
Construct.
Yeah, they
And
don't
Apex
like
Construct.
to.
And the Solus
Construct.
Project.
Oh, yes,
And the
yeah.
Solus Project.
There was a person's question from the community, not to jump ahead about Souls
No,
Project.
well,
but
it's
Mine
on the
too.
list.
I got that too. It's on the list. I got that.
It's on the
Yeah.
list. It's on the list.
Yeah, I
It's
got
all
that
on the
question
list.
too.
So anyway, Nat, what do you have to add
Yeah.
to this? Since you were technically next after Preacher.
Well, the problem that you got with the Move controllers is they brought out new Move controllers, what was it, almost a year ago. And they did nothing. It was literally the same Move controllers as it was before. They just improved the battery life and gave new connections. If they were going to put analog sticks on them, that was the time to do it. Because they'd already had, 6 months, 8 months of people saying, we need analog sticks on the controls, we need analog sticks, we need analog sticks. They've left it. It ain't happening. No matter how much we bitch, moan and want them, they're not going to come. They're going to come next year.
But we signed the
It's
petition.
as simple as that. I signed the petition, why wouldn't I? There's no reason not to sign the petition. But
I signed the petition as well, man. And
I
I'll tell you what,
signed and sent it. Why they don't listen to us? Bastards.
They don't listen to us because our install base is too low. There's not enough market saturation to justify
PSVR has the
Sony.
biggest install base of any of the headsets, though.
Yeah, but when you compare
Easily,
Sony
right?
PSVR install base against PlayStation 4 install base, they don't give a shit.
Of course, it's still a gizmo.
That's-
It's still a gadget. You got to pay much money
Exactly,
for. And
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I don't see
Yeah.
us getting any type of move updates, even to PS5. I'd bet my nuts that we'll be a new version maybe 2 or 3 years in with better
yeah.
tracking.
Hey, well, if that doesn't come true, I'm coming like Rumpelstiltskin for your nuts, man.
Yeah, seriously.
I help you. we all go for
hey,
AWOL balls.
Hey, I got a 17-year-old and I got a one on the way, man. You can shop them off. I don't want them anymore.
There's no way they are launching PSVR 2 at the same time as PS5.
Exactly.
I don't think so. Like, yeah.
The financial side of it would be crippling for
That's
most
true.
people. You're looking, I agree with AWOL, you're most probably looking at a year to a year and a half. However, if Sony do not make the current PlayStation VR compatible with PlayStation 5, they're fucking morons.
Yeah, I would be
all.
like fucked off.
Yep.
What happens to
Well,
my
that's
channel
right,
then?
system-
Yeah, the headset's
The
not the problem.
Yeah, the operating system and the programming code that they're using, they're going to be using for PS5.
Oh,
because why would they change it? Literally, the coding they're using is the same as PCs, and it's worked for them. It's worked for them spectacularly. So why would they need to change it? Again, the only thing I can see them doing with a PS5, which again I would think would be stupid, is removing a disk drive out of it. But I can see PS5 being compatible with PS4 with the titles, so we won't lose our games next generation going forward. PS3 I understood.
Most of them are digital anyway.
The thing is, like Dave was saying, I think there's nothing too wrong with the headset. Like, if you actually had something that was like with the room we're in right now, if you had something more powerful power in this, it would still look pretty damn good through this headset. Resolution is slightly low, but it still look good. So yeah, PS5 this headset, that'd be fine, especially for the first year or two.
But everything can always be upgraded and stuff like that. So I might say, if it's 18 months down the line, yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with what I got now.
They just need to make sure this is running. As,
I mean, I still don't even have a Pro,
PS5.
so like I'm not jumping.
Yeah, I think it's what people want the most is bigger games for PSVR. Even now, I think people don't care that much about PSVR 2, but to get some bigger games.
Well, yes. The problem at the moment is everybody's focusing on graphics. And to be honest, I think we've got a head up on PSVR because, all right, yeah, we do care about graphics to a certain extent, but the most important thing to us is gameplay. If you, like the guys from Honor and Duty, he turned around and said, look, our game don't look the best or anything. But what's important about that game, and you guys will attest to that more than I can, is the gameplay's cool. You enjoy the gameplay, you enjoy the game, and that's why you go back to the game. It's not because it's got a certain visual style. Yes, it does, but you're just like, well, look, I don't really care about that because guess what? When I play the game, I have fun. What I'm hoping next generation is we get away from this frigging crazy obsession with crazy graphics. Don't get me wrong, I love my God of Wars and I love my Horizon Zero Dawns and stuff like that and looking all pretty and shiny and stuff. But what I want is emergent worlds. I want bigger worlds that are alive. And you can do that with the stuff. Yeah, Skyrim VR, but imagine when you go into Skyrim VR,
created from the
rather than the NPCs that you have, which have a set not move set, but talk set. What about if they literally didn't have 4 lines, which is what they've got now? What happens if they got 5,000 lines? That's what I want. I want to go into there and literally sort of like say, you look like a duck. And literally the NPC responding to that, going, you bastard, or something like that. You don't have that option. That's, I think, the next generation. Make the worlds bigger, more alive.
Yes.
The graphics are nice, but...
It's definitely far out. But
no, I mean, if you look at where they've got with the Impatient very quickly, all right, the Impatient ain't...
No, yeah, Impatient is...
but...
Fucking patient.
Talk about the fucking...
Fucking...
Are we going to get on that too?
You've got a very small...
Is that one of the subjects?
Talking. So,
can you talk about Impatient?
Hey, hold up. Actually, we're just moving to that right now, and we're not going to talk Impatient. We're going to talk Supermassive.
Oh, Supermassive disappointment. Okay. Yeah.
We can talk Supermassive.
It's a Supermassive disappointment.
We're going to move on to Supermassive. So it's a company. It's a company that gave us 2 hype games already.
Yeah, bullshit.
I covered very badly, like going, they're a pile of crap. And Nat had a video on his channel talking about a leak, saying, well, we were actually working on 3 games. Now,
that news article you're talking about.
Yeah, from Eurogamer, guys.
So,
if you don't know about this.
That was huge.
We're gonna talk
big article.
We're gonna talk about Impatient and Bravo Team, but here's the thing: at the end of this, how long is it before the community respects Supermassive again to buy another game? Even that includes us, the guys that buy them on launch day. So after the Impatient and Bravo Team debacle, if there's a third pile of shit, how long do they have to hold that and hide it? And go, oh, by the way, we're back as a AAA game studio supposed to be making good VR games.
I won't trust any game from Supermassive.
No, wait. They have to. What they happen to be? Is it my turn?
Hold up. Yeah. It is Lewis's. Lewis goes first this time, and this time, guys, you'll get your turn. Just go around the table.
All right. Wait, it's okay if it gets a little nuts. But listen, check this out. No, but with the I'm sorry. What was the question again? Shit.
Really?
No, with Supermassive,
Supermassive.
okay, but look, we're trusting them. We're trusting them. What they're going to have to do is open up to us completely. They're not going to have to show us one little fucking trailer that's going to look like a little bit amazing, and they're like, oh, we may want to buy that game. It looks kind of cool. But no, they're going to have to be behind. We're going to have to be right behind the fucking scenes with them the whole fucking time. They're going to show us the game, show what it's like, making sure that everything is going smoothly, because we're not going to buy it otherwise. Honestly, I can't trust them. So what they just did with the Inpatient was Rush of Blood was amazing. Can we go back to Rush of Blood? Because what the fuck, with Rush of Blood was so good. I know maybe that was the first game they focused on, right? So they were just focusing on that one at the time. But now they're focusing on 3.
Yeah,
so,
they've been developing
and
for
the one we don't
PS4
even
as well.
fucking know about. We don't even know about the third one. We know about the first 2, the Bravo team and the Inpatient, but what's the fucking third one?
Well,
nobody knows, and does anybody give a shit either?
Too. They do flat games too, so they're spending time on that.
Yeah, they said they did 7 games at once.
They might be working another like Until Dawn or something, but still. But
so
like,
Lewis, how about this? Do you feel? I forgot to add this in. Is this a time for a game like Supermassive to be required by consumer law to give us a demo of this third
hell yes,
game?
Sir. Oh, hell yes.
Okay.
Oh,
there
hell
we
yes.
All right.
We need a demo. Because look, you played a game like, everybody here played the Persistence demo, right?
Oh,
yeah. Everybody Persistence demo. And as soon as you turned that shit on, it was like fucking sold, right? Like, we knew it. So that's what we need. Like, demos is very important.
And Moss too.
But Supermassive, yes, Star Child, Moss was
Star
great.
Child, can't wait.
But we need. Nat has mentioned this many times. Nat has mentioned this many times where we need more demos. We need just more fucking demos. That's it. There's no excuses.
I think they're not showing us all games.
Can we get Strange Games to chime in on this? Because I think a lot of people who develop these games are like smaller developers, and a demo
that
is
is
like
true.
a whole separate thing you have to do.
He's back.
Let's get back. Yeah. So if
Sorry,
people asked you for a demo, how much extra work is that to create a full-fledged demo that runs? And I mean, that's a whole separate work stream, right? It's a kind of a...
Yeah, it is, actually. Now, when we were doing games for the 360, pretty much every game had to have a demo. And so
Where the hell have you been the whole time?
What now?
No, go ahead, sorry.
So,
I don't know how to say
we were already used to doing that back in the 360. So,
get back in your chair and let him answer the question.
I'm trying.
It's not that big a deal to do it, but on the consoles now with Sony, it has to be a separate game, so you've got to go through the whole process. So it's more work, but it's not that big a deal.
Okay, so if it's not that big a deal,
but do you still have to go through PEGI rating twice and all that shit?
That's an interesting question. I'm not sure if you have to do that or not for a demo version, but it's definitely if they could let us put one game out there and then just kind of the way the 360 did it was you had a variable you could check, and it told you if the game was running in demo mode or not. And so if it was running in demo mode, you would limit the levels or whatever. And that wasn't hard. You had one game, one set of coding, and you just did things depending on whether it was a demo or...
And the way they presented it on their store for you to download was just based on that. You didn't have to do anything, compartmentalizing a separate demo. And
Right. And if they did that, it would be a lot easier, and you might see more, more demo versions out there. But so right now, we do have to make a separate version. That's why we haven't updated the demo version of Honor and Duty with VR support. It's just you got to go back in and almost redo a lot of the stuff we've already done back into this other separate version of the game. So.
Yeah, I don't know. My favorite demo has been the Resident Evil 7 demo. That was my favorite demo of all time.
That's when it's come out. It's been like a best game on PSVR.
Yeah,
the Resi demo.
That was like the best demo I've ever played as a VR demo. It was like, holy hell.
Well, it wasn't just the demo. I mean, because obviously you did have the demo come out, but even before that, you had Kitchen.
The Kitchen I didn't get.
Right.
I didn't even know about Kitchen until like Kitchen, like it since like as a new PSVR owner, I got my shit and I turned on all the demos and everything, and it says Kitchen. Well, I think I'm gonna go make a sandwich or something. I didn't know what the fuck it was. So I was like, I don't want to play that. Dude, I don't want to play that shit. So I downloaded the actual Resident Evil 7 Midnight Hour demo, which also helped me get over my VR sickness, by the way. Was walking around in that game for hours upon hours.
Oh, yeah.
But that was like the original system seller. I mean,
yes,
that was
it was.
Oh, yeah.
Besides like Eve Valkyrie and shit. Eve Valkyrie was
right. No, it was.
Some people still don't know that you can play Resi demo in VR.
Yeah, I know. I
Beginning now,
took the
or you
day
can
off of
play
work.
it in VR. Yeah.
Yeah, I took the day off of work to play that game.
You took the day off work.
Ewald, is that
I
the
did.
same question? Got to go to Paul.
I did. Fuck that shit, dude. I was hyped about PSVR because that was still new to me at the time. I just got that shit for Christmas, and Resident Evil 7 was on my super hype list, man. It was just like, forget work. Who gives a shit?
What was the question we were talking about?
I don't fucking know.
Supermassive game.
Oh, Supermassive.
Can
I take
You know
my
what,
turn?
Dave, it's your turn, please, yes.
Okay.
Please, Dave.
Well, can I just want to quickly
Dave.
run back to that Supermassive bit quickly?
Oh,
Where you were saying, what would we need to trust them? First of all, we need a good game. If they come out with another mediocre game, that's it. They're done on VR. It's impossible. If they come out with a game of the level, and it has to be honest, it has to be better than Rush of Blood that Lewis was talking about. Great. First, that's the first set of trust. We'll play the game. Oh, it's got to be better than Rush of Blood. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Because Rush of Blood was the initial one. But it still has to be better than that.
I think it has to be just better than
a
the
developer
shitty
is
ones.
meant to get better with games. Look at somebody like Naughty Dog, right? No, it's not VR related, but you look at Naughty Dog. Uncharted, pretty good game. Uncharted 2 went to a completely different level. Uncharted 3 went to a different level again. Then they Jesus Christ, they brought out Last of Us, which went on to a completely different level again. You need to keep moving up. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot's great.
Sorry, I'm just fucking around. Go ahead.
So they were toting from the side of Supermassive way before we got any gameplay, anything was going on. They were going, these guys have already made a VR game. That's what started the hype. And I had a kid on my channel, my frickin' first impression, saying I spent my Christmas money on this pile of crap, and he was bummed. Somebody who doesn't have a lot of money to spend, and because of the hype.
Yeah.
And because it's expected that these companies step the bar up, just like he said, they failed miserably. They did it with Impatient and Bravo team, and I'm not on my channel going to sit and give them any slack, period, for the rest of time until they step it up again. But yes.
All right, so can we go back to the circular
Yes.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, it is Dave's turn. I passed it off to Dave. I don't know what happened there.
So we all read the Eurogamer thing, right?
Yes, I read the whole fucking article, Dave,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
I
I feel
did
like
too.
that explains everything. There's really nothing else other than they lucked into being a AAA game studio. They got lucky with a formula.
Yeah.
People were saying that Until Dawn, the base 2D game, which now everybody loves and has been on free on PS Plus, and
Free
everybody
PS.
knows that game. Yeah, that was just like everyone thought it wasn't looking too hot, and then all of a sudden they were just like, oh, well, actually, this turned out pretty good. And then based on that, they had such kind of a wave of hype behind them that they got too big for their fucking britches, and they were like, we can make all these kinds of games. We can.
Yeah,
make a game that's
they got on
totally
a high
different than
horse. They got on a high horse for a little bit. You mean?
We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make a military style first-person shooter because we made a story-based horror game. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's just
That
a
makes
reach.
no sense. That's completely
Yeah,
opposite. Like, that's
exactly. And so-
crazy, yeah.
If they could scale their focus back and Telltale games, even though they've fallen off for sure, they got huge on knowing what kind of game they made well and making the shit out of that game as many ways as they could. And so if Supermassive could figure out something like that with the Until Dawn formula that worked in VR, Impatient obviously wasn't that. But
Impatient was fucking boring. I never finished
I think
it.
they could probably I think they could do something good if they picked a lane. But they're trying to do all kinds of different
True.
stuff that they can't.
True.
And they've also got their 2D games in development too, like Hidden Agenda, which, if you guys know, that didn't really go over very well. You play on
No,
your
I
phone.
just finished that
It's
last
like
night.
supposed to be. Did you like it? Was it fun?
It was interesting at first, and then it ended extremely quickly.
It's
like a 2-hour
game.
game.
Yeah,
about
2-hour
2
game.
Yeah. I would like to.
All right, so that's
to-
my piece. I've said my
Sorry,
piece,
go
but
on.
yeah, if you want to go ahead.
It was just in reaction to what you were saying with regard. This isn't my circular thing, but it was just in reaction to what you were saying. I wonder how much pressure actually came from Sony, because they've actually pushed Bravo Team and Impatient so much in every advert.
That's
that they
part
have.
of their. That's part of their
You
base
know?
marketing is Bravo
Yep.
Team.
Yep.
And yeah, no, you're absolutely.
I can't
That's
watch
the
a single
problem.
Polish Paul video without Bravo Team popping up.
Bravo Team. Fucking Bravo Team was shit. I properly didn't like this game. And it started
Worse than
off.
piss
You
stain
It is your turn. It is your turn, Paul, yes.
It's your turn,
Right.
Paul.
it started off from everything being massive, and even if you hide somewhere behind like cover, you still get shot. And then you try to duck in real life because you think it's VR, but you duck inside your avatar, so you duck inside geometry. Everything.
Wait, what? That happens in Bravo Team?
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
even played the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's fucking shit.
Get the fuck out, really?
Yeah, so everything about this game was just designed bad. And I remember before it came out, I've done like a video like, oh, it might be good, because some people have been shitting on it before it came out. But it's turned out to be shit. Another pile of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I think they just need to like focus now maybe on one game instead of 7. And even that, I don't buy their game anyway because I don't trust them anymore what they're gonna release.
So, Nat, you got anything to add to that, brother?
Pardon me.
No, I mean obviously I kind of skipped Bravo Team more by default because of the impatient and the debacle that happened there.
Well, but anybody else here just from the trailers? Nat, could you tell from the trailers that it wasn't going to be good? Because I feel like it's fairly obvious from the trailers.
Yes, no, the trailers didn't look great at all.
I think when you look at the trailer initially, you just see the action, you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. And it's only now, obviously after watching a lot of you guys' videos, when you go back and look at the trailer, especially when I've been doing some of the videos I've been doing recently, because obviously I haven't put myself front and centre. No, I've put the actual video front and centre now. Mm-hmm. So when I did the Bravo Team one, and you were watching it again, it's like, okay. Third person, you go from first person to third person. You don't really notice that initially. I think when you saw it in the trailer initially, you kind of figured, oh well, it's my AI partner I'm looking at there, not you. Because why would you ever go from first person to third person to run somewhere? That makes zero sense. I mean, fair enough they want to go point to point, but stay in first person.
3 to 4 camera cuts here, well.
All right, we're gonna kick to the next question, and right after I say this, I will watch my own gameplay on Bravo Team, and it almost fools me into playing the game. And that game looks so good in trailers, man. Dude, I can watch my own gameplay and go, maybe I should go back and play that shit. It looks good.
When I saw it, I thought it looked bland and just like you're doing the same thing
because I didn't see anything special. It looked over and over the trailers, Yeah,
it's all gray and fucking like, I don't know, man.
There's nothing to the buildings. There's nothing to anything in that game.
It's nothing. It's very empty game.
It's a very empty game.
Yeah. It is. But I was looking at it more from like, go and take your point and then shoot people. I'm like, how do you fuck that up? And they totally did. They totally did. They
but also that's not even a new, like, we have a million games like that. We don't need that fucking game. Like, we have so many wave shooters, dude.
Oh,
no,
exactly.
There's so many much better ones though.
Especially for the price.
I played VR Invaders all day over that fucking game.
Well, yeah, I like VR Invaders. Yeah.
Me too. That was a good game.
Okay. So we all agree that Bravo Team fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's fucking shit.
Okay.
I mean, for me.
And the impatient. What about the impatient then?
Oh,
I'm sorry, Preach. Go ahead.
No, I was just, I was super looking forward to the Impatient, and Bravo Team, I was similar to Dave. I watched the trailer, I was like, nah, it looks okay.
Mm-hmm. Impatient still looked good off of a trailer, I thought.
The graphics of the Impatient looked great, but...
It did.
They pulled
the
off
Impatient
Until Dawn. I mean, like...
that's why that's okay.
But
I mean,
Until Dawn was like fucking Hollywood
production,
production, though. Like it's like it's not like you saw celebrity in the Impatient. No, there was like 5 celebrities in Until Dawn.
And everybody,
dude, Hayden Panettiere, the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm like, what the fuck?
You're right.
Oh shit! I dropped my drink.
I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, they paid a lot of money for those motherfuckers. Fuck that. I'm sorry. Is there too much cursing?
No. Dude, why'd you look at me when you said that? You see my channel. Okay, so
moderator. You're the moderator, AWOL. What the fuck? That's why we looked at you.
Hey.
I meant to hit AWOL. Sorry.
No. I give no fucks about your story. So how about this? Let's get on to something that before this past week, a week ago, we had a game come out called what was it called? Arc Park, I think.
Oh, fuck this pile of shit.
Anybody in here heard of Arc Park?
I still
remember arcing of the arc. What happened? That's hilarious.
I still did for like 4 hours just to prove a point how shit it is.
You did. I was there the whole time, dude, and I'm so my eyes were sore.
I don't know why.
Hey, listen, I love Arc Park because it's given me loads of source material for my videos.
Alright,
The game is shit.
Okay, AWOL, sorry.
We can break the Arc Park debacle, which is very interesting out of all the games we talked about, because I didn't buy it, Preach didn't buy it, Lewis didn't buy it,
Dave bought it.
Dave bought it. Paul bought it.
But hold on. I didn't spend real money on it. I used store credit because I traded in at a GameStop some old games I didn't need.
Well, you still
a waste of money. That's a waste of money.
And then I got a 20% off card. It was like, it wasn't that bad.
Okay, so here's what's interesting about this game. You have crappy games come out that we all buy and we all review or talk about in our own way. This is a strange one because we didn't have an embargo on it. Like, we didn't sit in not an embargo. We didn't blacklist it. But a lot of us didn't buy it. We didn't review it. And the reason I didn't was because I watched Polish Paul play the game for 3 hours. And I'm sitting there.
Almost 4.
I think it was 4 hours.
Almost 4, dude. 3 hours and 22 minutes.
Dude,
That was painful, yeah.
I was so suffering. I was
hardcore suffering, yeah.
He saved me money. So from you guys that played it, Polish Paul, Dave Station actually played it.
Yeah. Brian Paul played a little bit. I watched it first.
He's not in here though. So you guys.
Oh, you're true.
I can text him and ask him what he thinks.
Fill us in on our part. I told my people not to buy it because I wasn't, and I wouldn't expect anybody that watches my channel to buy it if I'm not. Because even I pass it up. So Polish Paul, Dave Station, you guys have the floor and tell us about Arc Park and how wonderful it is. Let's write some dinos.
Right, well, it starts off.
All eyes on you guys.
I think this game looks better on flat screen than when you're in VR because everything seems a bit blurry, even on my dinosaurs. They're just running at you. There is no AI to it or no, it's just boring game, boring as fuck. It only looks good compared to biggest pile of shit you see fucking laying on floor next to your shoe. That's what it looks good next to.
I love this dude. I love this guy.
I can't go after Paul, man. Like, I can't go after Paul.
Too much pressure. You should have won first, Dave.
I know, I wanted to. I was trying to sneak in first.
The developers tweeted and they did say, sorry, that people having bad experience, and they said they're gonna fix the game. So we see if that's gonna happen. And they also said they're gonna release special edition for PS4, which gonna be even more expensive. And only thing, and only thing you get.
Are you serious?
Only
we're gonna fix it, guys. We're also gonna make it more expensive. That'll be fucking.
And only thing you're gonna get in that special edition is you get to ride skeletons, T-Rex skeleton. You can pick up that.
Why would you fucking ride a skeleton?
For what the fuck for?
Yeah.
Why taking the pill? Why would you ride a skeleton?
No idea.
Because it's fun, Dave. That's what people want. Okay. Because these devs think that they know what we want.
Here's what I think. I think
you can polish a turd, but it's still a piece of shit.
Well, so they can't even polish it because the turd is so baked into every piece. Like the loop, the gameplay loop, is you can't change it without making a different game. So they can polish stuff up. They can add more stuff. But I bet you, in a year, those dinosaurs will still run like fucking idiots down the same lane, not doing anything, not reacting when you shoot them, and like. You're going to be grinding for, I guess, some weapon that makes it easier to beat the stage that's not even fun. And just...
Stop doing this. Stop doing it.
I'm not doing that, Paul.
Why are you doing that?
That was you that time.
You made me
jump. That was you that time, Paul. I'm in the middle of my fucking talk and you're just slapping my hand.
Alright, so we can all now also agree that Arc Park sucks, coming from guys that played it then.
Oh,
somebody entered the room.
I want to go
Who's
into
in the
a
room?
little bit more about...
Wait. Please, Dave, yes.
Oh, wait.
Who is that guy?
It's Seraphim.
Somebody crept into our room.
Yeah.
Oh, Seraphim's here. Holy
Seraphim's
shit.
here. I invited Seraphim, guys.
Dude, Seraphim.
Hi, guys. I was
Hey!
the toys.
Yay, Seraphim.
Are you sharing your audio so everybody can hear you? Can you guys hear Seraphim?
Yeah, that's
No, slob as a motherfucker, man. How do you get
asleep.
What's happened to your hair?
Yeah, alright.
Hey, buddy.
What's that?
We gotta get hey, somebody invite Seraphim into the
I did. I'll invite him to the chat party right now.
My fucking tracking is all over the place.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm inviting him right now.
Preacher. Just so you know, Seraphim has the edit thing in his hand. The what?
Oh. He's gonna draw stuff.
Just give
Put
me
that
moon.
shit down. Yeah, put that shit
Let him have
down.
it. Let him have it. Okay. Somebody asked what we're talking about, and it would be good.
I invited him,
Preacher.
Preacher. I invited him to the chat party.
Okay.
Seraphim, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, so we're talking about Arc
Oh,
Park.
I invited him to the party a while ago. That's right. Okay.
You played Arc Park, right?
Yeah,
Yes, he
played
did.
Arc Park
He
also.
played Arc
You
Park.
did.
That's why I invited
Yeah.
him just now. Perfect timing, bro.
Yeah, so you're
I
the
played
third
it.
one of us. Paul went, I went. What did you think about Arc Park?
I think it was extremely scary. I'm so angry.
All right, thanks then.
I think it's more of a Kickstarter, which is actually illegal. Actually, like it's a Kickstarter, and VR shouldn't have Kickstarters. I don't know. Should it? Should we have Kickstarters?
No.
Full price at $70.
No.
I don't think
What
so.
the fuck? No. So Kickstarter at 70 pro. No.
It's the same
Well,
cost as God of War 4.
Yeah, I mean, we also shouldn't have big
I say
franchises
no.
like Arc Park
Let's
Arc
put our hands in
Survival
the
or
center.
whatever.
Let's all put our hands in the center. There we go.
Well, you're the mediator.
Why don't we start talking about Roller Coaster Tycoon Joyride now? Is that good time?
You know what?
Speaking about
You know
Shin
what?
games.
It's not on the
You know
list,
what?
but we should talk about that.
You know what? That's not even on the list, but go ahead, Paul. Tell us about Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I would love to hear what.
Do we have Wipeout on the list too? Because somebody just asked me about.
Oh
Wipeout.
no, that's later. That's later. That's later. That's later.
No,
That's
dude,
later.
we're going to talk about the good side. We're kind of dwelling on the bad right now.
Right,
So, yeah, it's
all
like
right.
I thought. This is going to be like a 4-hour podcast or something. It's going to be.
Oh no, I need to do news
Yeah,
video.
feel like
I
it
need
is.
to do news
feel like
video
it is,
today.
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah, I know. I gotta
you're
eat. I gotta eat
You're not
Easter.
doing
Easter.
anything.
I gotta eat Easter dinner at some point.
It's me.
No, you're not.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Paul, tell us about Roller Coaster Tycoon VR, please.
Fucking shit.
All right, on to the next
All
topic.
right.
Paul, listen, I don't want you to hold back. You really have to tell us how you really feel.
Right, I already said, scraping dick cheese off a corpse is more fun than playing Roller Coaster Tycoon Joyride.
Oh my god.
Scraping dick what?
Scraping dick cheese off a corpse is more fun than
Dick
playing this
cheese.
game. I said that in one of my many reviews of this game.
Oh, I know. I remember that.
You
I just
did.
wanted to hear you say it again.
I did. Scraping dick cheese off a corpse. All right, let's get back into more community questions.
Yep.
Okay. So this
Sarah,
comes
throw me
from
that
this comes from God Cannon. What
Nice to
game
meet you, buddy.
surprised you the most in a good way?
Guy.
Lost Bear. I really like this
I
game.
was going to say Lost Bear. No, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say Lost
I really
Bear.
like
High
Lost Bear.
five. Lost
This
Bear is
isn't
great.
Lost Bear.
I haven't even finished it though.
You know what?
I'm a piece of shit.
You know what? I agree. I think other than the Lost Bear, it was Moss too.
I was gonna say Moss.
already
Can I say
expecting
Moss?
Moss to be great.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't.
think-
Demo,
I'm sorry.
because the demo.
I'm
had
sorry.
You ready
Yeah.
for it.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah.
played the demo. I didn't like the demo.
Surprised us the most. That was the best whole game.
Controversial.
Demo.
I didn't like the demo, but the rest of when I played the whole game itself as a whole, and on the pro, it was absolutely beautiful. I had fun with
incredible.
it. I had fun. I cared about the character, Quill. I don't know. I think I had a really good time with that game, and this is why I kind of like the other third-person game that we got this week, which was the Preda game.
Preda.
But,
Oh yeah, but can
well,
but fucking progression
get into
system in
Preda.
this game. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Well, we're gonna get into Preda, dude. Yeah, we'll get into Preda later.
And because of Moss, it makes me want to get Star Child and other third-person stuff like that. Like,
But don't you guys find it funny that some of our favorite games are literally games that could be played on a flat screen TV? Like you can literally.
No, I don't
could-
think Moss could ever be played on a flat screen TV. I'm sorry.
Yes. No,
No.
you can. You can.
I don't
It's
think
a
it
fixed-
should.
It's
It would be underwhelming on a
Where?
screen.
How could
It
you
would be
look over
underwhelming.
areas you
Look.
can't see?
Let
Hold
me
on, real
finish.
quick.
Let me
Seraphim.
finish what I'm saying. So you have Moss. You have something
I
like
literally had to-
the Lost Bear. These are games that were actually taken from flat screen genres that are increased by VR.
Hang on. Are we going to get back to the question?
Look under the table.
Yeah, we're trying
I
to get
can't.
back to
I'm
the
out of the
question.
play area.
Okay.
Well, hold your options button, Dave. So
Oh no, I know what I'm doing.
So
on
some of the
purpose.
games, that we all just mentioned.
What's going off under the table?
That are the games that smacked us in the face the most are games that can be played on a flat screen TV. So does VR at this point enhance standard games?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it is.
I guess right now you could insert something like, I don't know, a game that may have come out this week called Wipeout, which is better played in VR.
Oh yeah, no. Resident Evil, Skyrim, Wipeout, all those games that were ported, all work really good.
Yeah.
So right. I don't know. I think that some of the ports, it depends. Yeah, Wipeout is amazing. It looks the best. It looks the best.
What I'm trying to get you guys to go at here is, if you take some of our best games that can also be played on a flat screen, are they as good? No, I'm not saying they're as good. That's the point. But when you put them in VR, are they not better? And should we be looking at more ports and more attention given to building AAA games in VR, whether they're new ones or ones from the last gen? Preacher, we're going to the left first.
Because that sounds like a separate question. But, yeah, going back to the whole surprise, though, the game that surprised me the most would be Knockout League. Because I looked at that game in the trailers and I thought, nah. And then when I read about it and it was all, what do you call it, like scripted sort of punching, I thought, nah, this is probably going to be a shit. My God, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love that game, and it's super addictive. Great. It makes me feel like a total badass, like Rocky or something. The music, the graphics are fantastic on it.
Yeah, it's good workout. I sweat like a pig playing this game.
I love Knockout League, guys. You know, I streamed the whole damn game on my channel.
Exactly, and that's a game that you can't do flat. Not to the level of, not where the whole body is completely interacting with it and you're getting a workout and everything. And that game completely surprised me personally.
So Lewis, you're at the end of the chain on this one. So anyway, Preach.
Yes.
I was saying I agree.
Get back to our system seller games that can also be played in flat screen. Which is the actual question. Should these devs be looking more at bringing over older games? Ports type things.
I agree.
And giving us essentially looking at VR more as something that enhances flat screen more than a gimmick. Should we be doing that?
Yeah, we should definitely be taking ports of older games. I don't see why we can't take stuff from PS3 era and even older if the game's good enough. But you know, definitely PS3 era. We should be bringing stuff over. Doing what Skyrim did, because again it's more cost effective because you've got the development teams which you don't have to pay for your voice actors again. You don't have to pay to code all of the game again, only the bits that require VR, so it's much more cost effective for the studios given the size of the, like you mentioned before, the user base, the 2 million user base.
Yeah, they reused assets for Doom VFR from original Doom and it's worked great.
Yeah, exactly, so I don't see why we can't take games like that. I mean, just basically turn my face into the camera that's in all of the other games.
Right.
You know? And have me look around and do shit.
Seraphin, you're up next in a second.
Well, Crash Bandicoot could be the next
absolutely.
Dude, that would be delightful.
Dude, it'd be great.
Shit.
All right. Hey, Seraphin. Seraphin.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Hey, whoa. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. How do you you stole my name again. How do you feel about that question? If you even know what the hell we asked.
About Crash Bandicoot becoming Praetor?
No.
VR games being remade?
Holy shit.
Original games from PS3 becoming VR games?
Right. Essentially.
I answered already. Yeah.
He's done.
I said Crash Bandicoot should be the next Praetor.
Yeah.
So that's it. You're done with that. All right.
Yeah.
Nat, go ahead.
Yes and no. Yes, if the game suits it, Wipeout suited a VR upgrade. Something like Burnout Paradise would suit a VR upgrade.
Honor and Duty did.
Would suit a VR upgrade, for example.
We agree that any first person would be, or a driving game would be suitable. Driving or first person.
But then you look at other things. Obviously, we got the entire Skyrim game because it was coded that way. Fallout 4 wasn't. And that's why I understand that wasn't given it. There's enough games that they can port some over, but if all we start getting is ports, that will turn people off very quickly, because what everybody always wants is new IPs or
anything should be in VR.
I have a counterpoint to that. I'm sorry, Paul, I don't want to jump, but I have a counterpoint
to
that direct thing.
Jump.
So the Switch completely disproves that idea. People love ports on the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have followed the Nintendo Switch's development at all, but it's like it's riding on top of the world right now, and some of the biggest games are ports. They're HD remasters of shit. They're older games, and
what
people
new one just came out too?
to buy it because like they didn't get to experience it on the last generation. It's like spruced up a little bit. And I think if we had more stuff like that, somebody commented on my stream just a minute ago, 2 out of the 3 top games are like ports essentially on PSVR.
That's
Skyrim.
That's the premise of this question. Should we keep doing ports because our top games
are
absolutely
ports?
I think it's a
yes all around the board. Isn't that an unanimous yes?
Story that like proves that it's happened like for Switch and it worked. People bought it. They didn't give a shit. They said, I want this. And so I think that would easily happen in PSVR too.
I don't see why they
understand what you're saying with the Switch, but you also got to remember a lot of those games that have turned up on the Switch were games that were available on the Wii U. No one had a Wii U.
I did.
Which is an issue. It isn't like I've got a Wii U as well, but it's not like it's an Xbox or a PlayStation 3 where a lot of people had those games. The problem that you have is if you keep giving ports, it gives the developers a lazy way out. There isn't going to be any developers that is going to try and push the envelope.
Hey, you know what?
I like the ports initially.
I don't agree
but I want the new IPs that are built specifically for VR. Look, there's some independent developer out there somewhere that is figuring out a game that can only be done in VR. And if
seeking down,
we're giving these ports, that's all that when he goes to so let's say he goes to Sony and says, look, I haven't got the money for this, but I've got this great idea. Do this. It's going to cost you this. And Sony say, yeah, we don't really care. Don't get me wrong. I love Crash Bandicoot. We're going to do Crash Bandicoot 1 in VR. Why don't you make that for us? Yeah, but I've got this game. It's going to cost you half the price of Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, we want to do Crash Bandicoot. We're not going to get those new IPs that are going to blow us away.
Thing is, we've got so many new IPs. Yeah. I mean, we've had so many new IPs which turned out to be shit, what we've been hyped for. Right. I think with ports, at least we sort of know what we're going to get.
Right.
Yeah, but every console starts with ports.
No, yeah.
Jesus, look at the Switch. It's starting with ports. Trust me, if you're getting ports on the Switch in 2 years' time,
it's a good mix.
You've got a major issue.
Yeah, we need a good mix. But I would also add that VR adds a massive world of difference compared to just porting it to a Switch or porting it to another flat device. The fact that you're actually in the...
The one thing about the Switch, so I love my fucking Switch, and the thing
I do too, man. I love my Switch.
People, I feel like that and VR kind of hit me the same way because it is something different that you haven't really seen before, and it's like surprising that it works as well as it does.
Yeah, but the point I would make, sorry, Dave.
Oh no, go ahead. Have a drink.
No, the point that I would like to add to that would be when I played Doom VFR and I got to the original Doom levels, the game that I played 20 odd years ago on a PC, the fact that it's still the same shitty pixelated textures and it's blocky as hell didn't bother me because I was in Doom.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Doom was incredible. In there. I loved Doom VFR. Some people gave that a hard time, but I loved it.
Yeah, I'd quite happily have the original Doom. The full original Doom with all of the pixelated enemies, the sprites, etc., but have me actually in the world. It changes everything for me, so I think that there's still... I agree with what Nat's saying. You can't literally just do ports, otherwise you are going to kill the system. But at the same time, ports are a very good way of bolstering up everything for a cheap cost at this early stage when we don't have, the
AAA titles that we need.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, say you ported This is out of left field. Turok for PSVR. It's not a PlayStation game. That would be better than Arc Park easily. That would.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well,
Turok for Nintendo 64.
I thought Robinson was better. I thought Robinson was better than Arc Park.
No, I did too, Lewis. I did too, Lewis. Robinson was way better, and that was a launch title.
Are you missing Seraphim?
Yeah, he's probably off doing something. I bet you just wandering around.
He's
wandering around.
I'll answer. No, I was accidentally got out of the door. Another invite. Great. That'd be
awesome, buddy.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Oh no.
All right, so we're gonna
interrupt us.
We're gonna go off to another question.
I got you, buddy.
This comes from
unless you got it. You got it. Preach.
This comes from Justin LeBach.
Thank you.
Did he leave?
Yeah, hey guys, I gotta step away for maybe like 5 minutes. I'm gonna leave my
He's gonna have a sheet.
leave the stream running. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Preacher, you can take this first because Luce is trying to get
Okay.
Seraphin back in here. Let's get some Justin LeBach. How do your significant others feel about you using the PSVR and uploading to YouTube?
Ooh.
And how does it affect your relationship?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not in this one, guys. I don't have a significant other.
No, neither am I.
Yeah,
No, thanks.
it has started. February was a tough month, for as much as I could say.
A lot of games in Febs.
Especially with this being new. Since I'm the newest guy here, you know, I'm like 100 and some subs now. This is all new to me. It's all new to her. It's all new to how the hell do I fit this into my normal schedule, because I got full-time work and then I've got like other hobbies and stuff, and I always seem to take on new hobbies. And this is another one, and February there was a ton of videos, and you were talking maybe 2 to 3 videos per game, you know, like a first impressions and then a review and a let's play. And it did eat a chunk of time, and there was a few times I did get wrong.
There he is. He's sitting over there.
Spending too much time on the VR and not enough with her, so it did affect things a bit. But we're okay. Everything's all right. It's just a learning curve. That's my answer for that one.
So, Nat.
I don't have a significant other, so it doesn't affect that anyway. And besides, I have terrible time management, so that's most probably why I don't have a significant other. So.
Wally Wally?
I just get punching balls every now and then when I wear headset. But apart from that, we work like opposite shift, so it's not been really a problem. Because when she's at work, I'm at home.
Oh, so you're lucky enough that she works when you're not working. And
yeah, most of the
time.
time. Yeah. So it's not really been a problem. When we both at home, sometimes I just don't do the video. Sometimes she go play something on her PS4 and then I do video. It's always somehow like works out somehow.
What about you,
and Lewis, you said you're single?
Oh, yeah. Nothing to deal with here.
All right, well, I
just
guess
like family walking in every now and again, like, I'm fucking screaming. What do you want? What do you want? That's it. That's about it.
Hey, guys.
There he is. Hey, buddy.
I'm wheeling
There
back.
he is. He's back.
Oh, my God, that's an effort.
Seraphin.
I'm just going to have a smoke real quick. Yeah, what's up? Who said that?
Do you have a significant other?
God? Is that you? No, hey, well...
Yes, he does.
Well, those private questions will be answered privately.
So, Seraphin, you have a significant other, correct?
Private question. I'll answer it privately.
No, he doesn't want to answer.
He's passing. I think he's passing. He don't want to talk about it.
What about you, Ewan?
I don't want to talk about it.
No,
It's
dude,
horrible.
I don't have any issues with it. Being the white man,
lonely, man.
She's 38, I'm 36, and pretty much it is my channel's live stream, so I don't edit things. I don't spend too much time.
50.
I don't spend too much time offline. You know, pretty much I do a 3-minute video. That's it. And Jesus, put your bong away. But no, it's
He's kidding.
yeah, I'm just joking.
He's smoking.
I'm just joking. But it doesn't affect you if you have the ability to go as a man, okay, or a woman that wants to do a YouTube channel or anything. Doesn't affect everybody else in the family. I mean, I know all you guys. She doesn't know you guys. And for any type of relationship, when you have online friends that are pretty much like family, I mean, that affects the dynamic of a relationship. So pretty much you just got to make sure that they know that you care about them and you love them. And when the time comes...
All right, Dr. Phil. Let's get back to VR stuff.
They get their attention they deserve, and that is what it is. No, I'm saying, dude, there's 18-year-old kids out there that want to start YouTube channels, and they're going to neglect their girlfriend, and they're going to regret it for the rest of their lives. So I will shut up and not give my advice, but they're going to lose the love of their life over this bullshit. And this is bullshit. This is bullshit. What we're doing, it's for fun, and it is some childish crap. But that's
With
fine.
children.
That's fine. I'll do a video on my
so
own
true.
channel talking to the young kids about how not to lose the love of your life over stupid video games. I'll do that on my own time.
I've seen many videos
You
gotta lose
of like
many.
girlfriends destroying their boyfriend's consoles, throwing it in the pool, running it over cars, whatever.
You should see how mad I got at Lewis the other day. I threw his console so hard against the wall. I was like, you never spend time with me anymore.
He did.
Ever. I get so
So
mad.
what you got with kids though getting into YouTube, and it's crazy, and I'm sure Paul's had this, and I'm sure Dave Station's had this, and Seraphin, is you get them and it's like, oh well, I'm trying this, and you know I haven't got the viewers, I haven't got the subscribers, and you know, and they're already planning on making this into a career. It's absolutely insane. Look, I make the videos I do because I want to have fun, and I've always said this: the one day that I don't have fun is the one day that I'll walk away from it. At the moment, I'm having fun. The money that I get from AdSense is nice. I mean, it helps buy a few games here and there, but it isn't anything I rely on. It's just I've always seen that as a bonus that happens. And as for the actual videos, look, you can't control how many people are going to watch a video. And alright, we just take the piss out of Paul for his clickbaity titles and stuff. I ain't got a problem with his clickbaity titles. I find them rather amusing.
I take piss out of it as well, so no worries about it. Every video is named the same.
He's by far not the clickbaitiest person I've ever seen, though. There's worse than him.
But you can put as much clickbait as you want in an article. That doesn't mean people are going to actually view it. So the only thing you can do is make the video that you want to make, put it out there. It will get the views that it gets, and if it does well, it does well. I mean, like I say, I discussed this with AWOL when we were playing Arizona Sunshine. My most popular video has got over 150,000 views. I didn't even think it was a very good video. I was just literally talking about the difference between the new and the old.
That happens all the time. We talk about, me and Seraphin talk about that all the time, yeah. Like, you'll have the shittiest video, and that'll be the most popular one for some reason.
Yep.
And then you'll have a video that you worked hard on, you edited, you put music in, you did all this good stuff, and it got like, 200 views.
50 views.
It's like the old part video that I did. That was just like me having a bit of a bit of fun. Because I remembered the Downfall videos, and I was like, well, I'm not going to... I actually initially tried to do it with Downfall, and it was like, no, the Downfall's like 3 minutes long. It's too long for that. And then I remembered about the Spanish guys laughing. And I was like, okay, well, that's about, I think, a 2-minute video. It's actually a minute and a half. And I was like, you know what, I can cut that down to about a minute, dub certain bits over it, and I think I can make that work. And I think a few people will get a chuckle out of it, and it's done really well. But yeah, I just kind of did it for me because it actually made me laugh. And then, obviously I've had you guys turn up and say, actually, this is hilarious. Please do more of them. So, but yeah, like I say, I just did it because it's like, well, this makes me laugh, so maybe it'll make other people laugh.
7 degrees? Is that you?
It is.
Dude, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. Hey, buddy.
Nah, it's me, Seraphin.
You look good. You look good. I'm confused.
But yeah, that's
7 degrees. Is that you?
Look, kids, if any kid wants to get into YouTube, get into it because you want to have a bit of fun, you want to have a bit of loss. It can be hard to do it. Like I say, with the videos, as you say, that me and Paul, Dave,
I do minimal editing on mine.
Videos. Yeah. That takes up a lot more time to do. So you got to make sure that you're doing it because that's the video you want to do. Put it out. If it gets 100,000 views, it gets 100,000 views. If it gets 12 views, it gets 12 views. If you're happy with the video, you're successful.
It's whatever. I do. This is for what? Are we getting into that now? The question about the YouTube channels and blah blah blah.
And that's where we'll go with this. So that's what we're gonna do now. So why do we all do it? Why do we
got a question?
We might as well just watch
Seraphin's got his hand raised. Cool. He's so polite.
He is.
When I was a kid, my parents were really against gaming, and they were like, "Don't touch games. You're not allowed to get. If you're gonna get a game, you're not gonna get a car. You're gonna get a job. You gotta work hard, man. You gotta work hard."
Wait, did they never play like cards or anything?
They didn't ever let me have fun. So I'm like,
but did they ever play games
fun now
that weren't video games?
No. My dad was an asshole. Like, he was a real prick. Yeah. He was like all work and death only, and my mum was like. Crazy. I didn't, but I did my best. Thanks. I think I turned out okay. I'm a little messed up, but I got to say I'm the happiest I've ever been, probably right now because of VR. You know what I mean? Like, it gives me the chance to relive those childhood dreams that I never got to have, which is fantastic.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
fantastic.
Really cool.
And that's why YouTube's good for me because I feel like I can share my experiences. Because I feel like when I experience them myself, it's going nowhere, like in a black hole. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then there's no point in experiencing it myself.
True. Yeah, very true.
It's strange.
Oh, it's great stuff, Seraphim.
That's how it started, man.
I don't do it.
PlayStation.
I don't do YouTube for.
You made him walk out of the party.
I don't do it for money, the YouTube. I don't want any money, but I just booked honeymoon and bought wedding rings, so I've got donations on, so feel free. No, it's not for money.
Well, congratulations to your engagement there.
Oh yeah. Cost, awesome. Honeymoon booked.
Congratulations.
I'm skint now.
Yeah, congrats, Paul.
I can't find out, I got things to.
Paul just didn't answer the significant other impact question, though. And you're getting married.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, the impact... So I wasn't here for this, but the funny thing is, while I was away, my girlfriend was wearing my headset, just looking at you guys, not saying anything.
No shit.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Did
I
she
was
saw
that whole time.
Did she saw my big dick?
I got an invite from like a random person.
Thank you.
I got an invite from like a random person.
But what was
So
the
I'm not
question
really
about? Was it impact on your
and your relationship in real life? Pretty much,
That
yes.
was-
With
that
VR
was the last question,
and YouTube
and
channels.
Dave-
And YouTube channels.
Well, I feel like
Hold on.
honestly,
Dave,
she
and
likes
on
this
top
shit.
of that, hey,
You like it,
Dave,
right? Yeah, she's into
Dave,
it. She thinks it's
on
cool.
top of that, though, we're on another question, which is why you do your channel, actually, like why you do it. So answer both in one go.
Oh, yeah, well, I just did the one about the significant other because she's sitting on the couch. She said she's into it.
Cool,
She
yeah.
likes it. It's not, I mean, she also lives about an hour away. We're not, like, we don't live together.
Oh,
so it doesn't really, doesn't, like, infringe on, like, us spending time together. And she likes VR stuff, too. I put her in Rush of Blood. There's, like, a stream of her doing Rush of Blood.
Yes.
Oh, hey,
Senator.
Brian from Without Parole just commented he does it for drug money. Brian, I thought you got clean, man. I thought you turned your shit around. Is there a litter box episode about how you're relapsing? Okay, so, anyways.
I wish
what's
Brian
up,
could be here.
He could. Brian, get your ass in here. We got room. We could put another chair around here. Anyways.
And Frankie.
Why do you
I
do
wanna
it?
see Frankie.
So, when I realized I had the PSVR... Seraphim, we decided we weren't going to do that on the stream.
Yeah.
What, clap?
Does anybody else see this glass that's just stuck inside the lamp? Paul, I was trying to show you earlier. Look at this thing. You see this glass
look like
that's
a
just stuck
yeah.
inside the lamp?
It is, yeah.
That's
you're right.
It's
amazing.
just hanging out. Oh,
Oh. I've got I've got cards, and this
put it
thing
back in
stuck
here.
to my hands.
oh yeah, you can just stick it right in there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, Dev, what are we
what
not
she
doing
said.
on the stream? Just in
Best
case I
round
do it.
table ever,
So
guys.
the reason why you do it, I realized pretty early on that you could just hit a button and be broadcasting on YouTube. And then I realized that even though I was just drunkenly talking about pixel gear, people were like watching it and like commenting, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. This is cool.
Yeah.
And so as I started doing it, I realized that there wasn't really anybody covering a lot of these smaller games. And, like, you look at IGN, you look at fucking... I mean, I don't anymore, but, like, even websites I look at for gaming coverage, they don't talk about fucking PSVR unless
Yes,
it's Moss,
you're right.
or it's Resident
Right.
Evil 7, or something huge.
Right,
Like,
right.
a couple places
Huge,
mentioned
huge.
Wipeout.
Alright, pal.
A couple places mentioned Wipeout.
Seraphim, get back
and there
here,
was one
chair.
really good one that was like, hey, stop what you're doing and play Wipeout on, like, Kotaku, which is, like, pretty big. But I felt like, nobody was covering this stuff, and if I could and people would watch me, then fuck it, I might as well.
Nice answer.
So, yeah.
All
I just break
yeah.
everyone's neck
Yeah.
in like 5 seconds. If this was a real
Seraphim,
fight.
get out of here.
So,
That took you longer than that. Polish Paul.
Yes, I'm here.
Wait, skipping me?
What?
nice to meet you, Polish Paul. I
Hello.
love your channel, by the way.
Thank
so
you.
Good.
Have you guys never talked
Thanks.
before?
Love it. Love it.
No, we're gonna get there.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Paul. I want to hear
And
Paul
Dave's
talk.
What we
I
talking
can listen to
about?
Paul talk.
So
I
fun,
can listen to
man.
Paul
I love
talk
it.
all day.
Why I'm doing YouTube?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm doing YouTube.
Sorry,
I
this is being recorded, Paul.
I don't know. I just started. I've bought. What did I bought? I bought something really shitty, and I've done video
Started
about
on a
it.
boat.
And then people watched it, so I was thinking like, fuck it, I do some more, and that's how I started.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't you say the first video you saw of someone on PSVR doing YouTube was me playing Perfect?
Yeah, that was my first
That's
ever
one of my most
PSVR
popular
video.
videos, and I'm
Yeah,
just
exactly.
shitting all over that fucking game. I always worry if an End Dreams game comes out, I'm like, should I even bother asking for a code? Because they're probably like, oh, that's the guy who has the top-rated perfect video about how it's terrible.
That's a problem with being honest sometimes.
Nat, you're up.
That
No, Dave was talking about that. Obviously, I did the video on Don't Knock Twice, and that's the first time I actually had developers contact me. And it was just like, well, thanks for calling us scumbags, and we're really sorry that we made a game that you were so angry about.
Wait, they said that to you?
That's hilarious.
They got like
I made a video, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd had a shit day at work, and I went and played Don't Knock Twice, and obviously, as a lot of you guys know, it's shit, or it was shit when it initially launched. It was horrible. And I was so mad, and initially I tried to go to sleep. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to bed. And I was like lying there for 10 minutes, and I was just tossing, and I was like, fuck this fucking game is really pissed me the fuck off, and that's why I made the quick video that I did. So, you motherfucker, you scumbags, and shit like this, and I didn't think anything more of it. I think it was Do Not Buy, Don't Knock Twice, It's Broken. I think that was the title of it, and left it at that.
I remember that, yes.
And then I literally started getting messages through, and then I started getting messages from the developer, Wales Interactive, and it was just like, well, we're sorry, we're trying to fix the game, and it was like, okay, you've only seen the first minute of that video, wait until you pass the minute section. And then literally, I think it was about 2 minutes later, I got another message from them, and it was like, yeah, okay, they watched the rest of the video now, and it was like, oh, sorry, you called us scumbags and stuff like that. So, and then, obviously, I've got issues with Supermassive Games, when I obviously streamed The Impatient a few days early, and they literally...
Oh, did they give you a hard time for that?
They copyright striked me on YouTube, which is why I can't stream on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why he's streaming on Twitch,
Wait,
dude.
still can't stream on... That's terrible.
Until the end of April, you get a 3 month
No, that happened to me too, man.
They didn't want anybody to know how terrible a game.
That happened, yeah. Well, I told you that when we played Wipeout the other day with the whole... Yeah, it happened to me too.
Oh, that was fun as shit, too.
I've had developers of Sleepy Tesla contacting me.
Me and Lewis, and that day he got in trouble, and it already happened to Lewis one time, so we knew what could happen. So I was freaking out, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude, are you allowed to stream?" You're like, "Oh, I don't care, it's okay," sort of thing. I'm like, "No, you're gonna get in trouble."
Well, so you haven't
so worried, man.
Or anything, though, right?
I've got.
But the thing is, I streamed Star Trek Bridge Crew, and that went out 4 days. That actually went out earlier than bloody Impatient did.
Here's the deal. That was a good game.
That was a
actually
PC
a good game.
Yeah, but I actually gave Impatient a glowing review.
Yeah, but they released a lot of footage. They had a lot of footage of Star Trek before the game came out. Impatient had no footage.
It was really funny because when I actually put my review up, I was actually... I think, and I've said this to Wale, I made a mistake with the Impatient, and I think the reason I made the mistake is I was so excited about having it early that I think I kind of let a lot of the shit that is annoying about that game slide. Because at the end, there is still a fairly good game in there. It's just that it needed.
I never finished it. So long.
I couldn't fucking find. Is it an Easter egg? Because I couldn't fucking find.
I couldn't
there was
finish
one
the
scare.
game.
It should have been. There was a lot. They could have made a better story, and they could have made more scares, definitely. But
You're right.
So I kind of gave it a score. It's like, okay, well, there's replayability because you've got different endings. Not that I actually knew there's. I think there's 3 endings in the goddamn game. And then when they hit me, and the bit was, if they'd just turned around and said, look, we're going to leave it as a copyright strike, sorry, I'd have been fine. What got me angry about it was, they turned around and said, yeah, we're going to leave it as a copyright strike. But, if you want to upload the videos again, please do so. We won't copyright strike those. And it's like, hold on a second, you've copyright striked me first time. So that should be a copyright strike across the board. That when I've put them out is irrelevant. So you turning around to me and saying, "Hey, we can, put them out again, please do." No, I'm not going to do that. Why would I
They asked because your review was only good one.
So if you were under embargo or something, like that's one thing. If you broke
that's where
an
they
embargo,
got me.
But did you have a review copy?
No, he got it from the store.
Well, so
Amazon or something.
There is no concept of an embargo if you buy it in a store.
No,
it's
I made
not
that
on
point
you
to them.
Yeah, it's not on you to honor
No,
their
but that's what
embargo
happened to
because
me,
they didn't
Dave.
give you a code. I know. It's
I didn't
just
know.
fucked up. I'm just saying. It's
I know.
Just fucked up.
It's totally fucked up.
And like part of my early days in the channel, I streamed Robinson early, and I got away with it. And like if I hadn't been able to, and I got cut off.
But as a casual,
where the fuck would I be now,
YouTuber,
you know, like
right, exactly. As a casual YouTuber, like someone who just like, oh, I'm gonna start streaming today, and I just got a new game, wouldn't really know about stuff like embargoes and shit like that.
Yeah, of course.
You know, they would just get shit. Oh man, now I can't do it for 90 days after this. What the hell? Who fuck
Which
you?
is exactly why my channel, when I can get on the fucking PSN store, is when I stream it. I don't break any embargoes. Nobody can say shit. I don't use codes. I don't get games early. I fucking buy them when I can buy them, and I say what I have to say.
You should ask people for codes and get games early because, like, you can. Like, you have subscribers and shit.
Dave, have you seen my station? If they ask these stupid things in the emails, like
they don't look at your channel before they send you the fucking code, man.
They go.
If they looked at my channel, I would never get a code.
There's been exactly. There's times where I've already reviewed a game, and they ask me if I want a code, and I send them my link, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And
it's happened to me a few times,
that I just did a review.
Yeah.
So they still send me one, and I'm like, fine, I'll give it away. But, like, yeah, they don't care. I mean, just ask for codes, man. You don't have to spend all your own money to play all these games. Half of them
my channel is every game I've ever bought. It's all on my channel. If I ever get a code, I'll give it away. That's just how I do it.
That's nice of you. That's cool, but
that's how I do it, man. Actually, Dave,
ACG's the same way though. He buys every game.
Dave, you're the first station I ever watched.
Dave,
give me that. Put it down. Yeah. Dave's the first station I ever watched. Dave, back then, man, back in 2016, early 2017, you didn't get codes. You were.
No, I bought everything.
Them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, so I was talking to Brian from Without Parole, and at the beginning, he actually like reposted my videos on his channel because he had some more subscribers, and he was like, "Hey, man, I like your shit. I'd like to like, I don't do Let's Plays, but I like your Let's Plays. So can that be a feature on my channel?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. You can repost them if you want." But he mentioned to me that he was getting codes from developers and stuff, and sometimes they would just like reach out to him, and I was like, "Fuck, I'll just bug."
No, yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, you told me that about how to get a code. Dave Station told me how to get codes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time, if you find the right email address on their website, it's not hard.
That's
most
what I
developers will get back to you.
It's true.
Like
no,
it's only like
Supermassive.
Supermassive won't get you. Fucking Sony won't get you if it's like a big like AAA
title,
big
title, yeah.
Otherwise, most games that are coming out, people
Ask
just want
Strange Game Studios.
the small indie developers. I literally the small and like Cold Iron. I literally hit them up on Facebook. I just Facebook messaged them. They were like, "Yeah, here on Facebook." They were literally like, "Oh, thanks for so much for hitting us up. Here's a code."
They stopped talking to me after I did review of Cold Iron. They never spoke to me after.
Never, no.
Did you know?
I had that situation as well, but I did buy their game. So.
Yeah, I just didn't like it.
Had loads of
and I've had developers of Flippy's Tesla contacting me and saying that they don't agree with my review and maybe I'm gonna change my opinion about it. but in the end, in my review,
send somebody to your house.
I recommended the game. That's the best part. I recommended the game in the end of the review. So what they want me to change it to not recommend it, you know?
All right, next question. We're going to get off of the review code bullshit. But no, Paul, that's exactly why I don't use them, because they'd tell me too. They'd be like, we don't agree with you.
Oh, yeah, I was like, no, fuck it. I'm looking at it.
They give you a
wait.
They don't. I mean, the only person that I know that actually, I know we weren't going to go into this. This is
not the point of this. This is like, more of a YouTuber
stuff. Sometimes people get codes and it does affect their reviews. Most of us sitting here, I don't think that's the case.
Fuck no.
No. So
most of the codes I get though, the games are fun.
Particular names or anything, but
ask Strange Game Studios if they.
Someone gave Art Park a decent review. Somebody gave Art Park a pretty good review.
Real quick, AWOL. The one time for Sprint Vector came out, and a lot of guys got codes for Sprint Vector.
I've got 4, never reviewed it.
And
you never reviewed Sprint Vector?
No, never played it once. Didn't have chance.
No shit.
It's so fun.
But
they send me codes.
That's another thing. That's another thing. Right? Listen to it. No, listen. So I emailed them, and and I think at the same time, Seraphim, I gave him the email. So I was like, Seraphim, I found the email for Sprint Vector, and he emailed them around the same time, right? And they emailed me back saying that I wasn't a part of a like a review list, not a review list, but like a I forget what press list, something they said. And select partners. I'm sorry, select partners. That's the way they said. Select partners. That's how they used it. So, and then a day later, I think, like Seraphim got the review code, but I didn't. So I hit him back up again, saying, "Hey, you got any extra codes?" I'm like, "No, you're not a select partner." But I was like, "How's that possible?" I get like if you're a select partner, that means you probably emailed them like months ago and you got on a review list or something like that. But if I emailed them at the same time when you guys did, you got one, I didn't. I was just like, what the hell? But I ended up getting the game anyway, and I loved it. I still love Sprint Vector. So, but it was weird. It was just a weird thing that happened.
That's why
I only do reviews if I've got something to say.
That's why I don't worry about the code bullshit, man. The game comes out, I pay the fucking money, and that's where my reviews come from.
I only do it sometimes.
About these fucking douchebags and their fucking game. If it sucks, I say it sucks. If it's good, I say it's good. And they have nothing to say to me or give me anything because I bought it with my money because I'm just another motherfucking consumer doing my job.
Even if I get a code,
I don't deal with any of that shit.
If I get a code and I don't like the game, I'm still gonna say that I don't like the game.
Yeah, same.
Well, I got a code for American Way, so.
No, American Dream.
Yeah.
American Dream, and I cited that because it was just so boring. I didn't even get to the end. I couldn't get to the end. Yeah, but I couldn't get to the end.
Weird.
I had AWOL and everybody else turned around to me. When you get to the end, it's weird. It's like I couldn't get to the end. In fact, I actually did a review for it. And there's a bit in my Let's Play that I put in the review, and it's literally the bit where it turns around in the game and says, "You've got to the halfway point," and literally I howl in pain because it's like, no, I can't just be at the halfway point. This is just torture. And I put that in there, and it's like, well, look, you sent me a review code. I'm reviewing the game, and your game is shit. And I'm not going to say.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine, and everybody does that. So everybody does that here, but like. I've never had a reviewer reach out to me, or a developer reach out to me and be like, "Hey, man, we don't agree with you." Like, I don't worry about that.
I have, and I don't even get review codes. I have, and I don't even get codes. They hate the shit I say. They fucking hate it. They do.
I won't name the company, but I had one company that turned around and said, "We're going to give you a review code. We'd like you to say this in your review." And it was just like, "No. You give me the review code. I'm going to say what I want in the review."
Yeah,
they didn't give me the code.
Yeah.
I told you to hide the cards, Breach.
All right, what's our next question?
Next question, come on.
All right, off to the next question. We're going to get off of YouTube fucking bullshit that matters to us.
This is like
inside
baseball.
Let's move it along.
So this is from Ian McNevermind. Do you have to have a YouTube channel to be considered a VR expert? Well, VR is
no. Write books about.
Someday invited the conversation.
Yeah, no.
I think when I read this question, I thought one thing. It was like some of us. There's lots of guys. You guys know on your own channels, all these channels, we have a lot of the same people that comment. Some people just don't want to put their own opinion out there and put a face and a name to it and be ridiculed. Like, I mean, you have to have thick skin to do this, and I think we're not necessarily experts. I've been gaming for 33 years, which helps me. But, at the end of the day, it's pretty much the balls to go out and talk and have a channel called Lewis Knight PSVR, Dave Station VR, Polish Paul, 7 Degrees, Seraphin's bullshit.
Seraphim, you better eat those cards, man. I want you to eat those cards. Your mouth is wide open.
There was another guy that
eat those cards.
They commented also that it had done YouTube years ago and got into he got into a bit of a tiff with somebody over some stuff. So they're kind of like they're standoffish. But I guess I don't consider myself an expert. I just buy them all and play them, and I don't know how you guys feel, but I just give people the best opinion I can, so they should or should not buy the game. So you guys can go around and say what you say, but that's all I'm trying to do. It's not get your ripped off.
I totally agree with you. That's it. Yeah,
yes.
I agree. No, I agree.
So Lewis agrees. Dave
Fucking
Station.
talk.
Oh yeah, no. He looked right at me immediately, and I was like, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
No, but hold on.
We are holding on.
Paul's editing
Say
shit.
So no, you don't have to be an expert, or you don't have to pretend to be an expert. So that's.
Oh wait,
like,
Dave Station is going again.
I am going. I didn't. I was just saying I agreed, but. I think having played most of the games doesn't make you an expert, but it gives you some perspective at least, and you can compare things in a way that somebody who's just like random consumer who spends like $20 a month on PSVR games or something like, who it's good to have that perspective of playing everything. So it's not like being an expert or being great at the games, because like I suck at most of these fucking games.
Dude, look at us the other night playing Lewis and fucking Wipeout, man. We're back in the fucking tail end.
Me too, man. I think I won once, and I was like,
I don't know where my hands are.
That stuck to my hands, this. Can't get it off.
My hands are broken. I can't see them.
My hands are carved in something
The only thing I'd say is that no one needs to be an expert to do this, because let's put it this way. Who is the biggest personality on YouTube? PewDiePie. He ain't an expert of anything. He's just a guy that got lucky. Look, people liked him. People liked him. Whether you like PewDiePie or not, look, a lot of people like PewDiePie.
I watch PewDiePie.
Even PewDiePie will turn around and say, I'm not an expert. If you watch him
isn't he like a competitive gamer? Like he plays well at stuff?
No, he doesn't. If you actually watch some of his gameplay, he's actually crap at a lot of games.
He's a bad gamer. He's not even a good gamer.
I'll tell you what PewDiePie's really good at. Is literally making a game, even if it's boring and anything fun, because he'll just take the piss out of it, and people like that. And look at the guy; he's got 55 million subscribers. That is an insane number. No one's anywhere close to him. Even PewDiePie will say he's not an expert. Christ, the guy makes so much money, and I'll give him his dues. He gives a lot of it away to charity. He actually literally puts his money where his mouth is, which a lot of people don't. But YouTube is very democratic, that anyone can do it, and the general public out there will decide who they like. When I started this, if you'd have turned around to me and said, because I'm almost hitting my 2-year anniversary of starting this YouTube channel, if you'd have turned around to me at 2 years ago and said, in 2 years' time you're going to have 1,700 subscribers, I'd have literally, it would have taken about an hour, and then after I'd have stopped laughing, I would have said, nah. But I've got 1,700 subscribers. It's so many more than I ever anticipated.
You're pushing 1,800 there, dude.
Am I? Okay. Look, the people out there have decided. I mean, JD's a perfect example. I mean, obviously he's active on all our channels. But like JD has been so active on my channel. Yeah, he said hi to me as well. But he's been active on my channels. He actually does more for my channel than I do. I put a little bit of stuff on Twitter, and he's like tweeting it and all this other stuff.
Yeah, he's same thing. He puts it on Reddit. Yeah, he Reddit it.
It's an insane level.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm so appreciative, which is why one of the reasons why whenever I get a comment, I will do as much as I possibly can to answer each individual comment, even if it's the ones that not me. Like I had some girl on what was it? What was the video? Art Park, when I said I wasn't going to buy it because it was £45, which was my initial complaint about it. Her comment to me was, "If you can't afford to pay, don't play." And I was like, okay, fair enough. I can actually afford to pay for the game, but I just don't want to. I just didn't want to pay for it. So I just turned around and I kind of said, well, I can afford to pay for the game, don't like it. If you're happy paying, because the PC version is $31.99 on Steam, so it's £13 more.
Seriously?
So it's about it's $15 more that we pay on PlayStation.
It's got more content as well. Yeah, it's more content.
Yeah,
you can change camera and everything.
I ended
beautiful on PC.
I ended the conversation with her saying, if you're happy paying £13 more for the same game with less content, with shittier visuals, you're an idiot, and there's no hope for you. And I left it at that. And then she replied to me
I called somebody an idiot on my channel too. Like, if you want to buy it, you're an idiot.
Then she replied to me 2 days. She replied to me 2 days later to that, saying, "Oh, you're a class act. You say this is always a discussion and conversation, but obviously it isn't that. Calling someone an idiot is very classy. I'm going to unsubscribe." And after again about an hour of laughing at that, I then replied to her, "Oh no, please don't go. I'm really, really sorry. I will do anything." And then I just put in brackets, "By the way, that's satire, bye," and put the quotes, and obviously I haven't heard back from her, but it's just like, look,
Off you go.
I've always said this is a discussion conversation on my channel. You can put whatever you want. You can disagree with me. In fact, I actually, and I've said this to people, one of the reasons I was looking forward to this is the people that have got different opinions to myself. Because I do think it's important that you listen to what other people have got to say. You can always agree to disagree at the end of the day. This isn't
I don't think that's important at all.
Life and death at the end of the day. But,
my opinion matters the most. Fuck you.
I never got to say why I started my YouTube channel, but whatever.
Sorry,
you're good. Go ahead. And we got Preach to go too.
I don't even care. I'm just kidding.
Opinions are like onions. You just gotta pull them off.
Nat, did you finish yet?
Yeah. I'm done. Yeah. Done.
My arms are
Guys,
gone.
it's been great. I gotta run. We'll see y'all.
Thank you very
All
much.
right,
thanks.
See you later. Catch you later.
How many hours have we been doing this? Tell us on your way out. Is this like 3
It's
hours?
7 o'clock.
Strange
It's
Games?
7 o'clock on the East Coast, homie.
It's been
I've
2
just
hours.
had somebody come up saying AWOL's opinion matters most.
Was that Strange Games right there?
I mean, he served our country.
Oh
So yeah, I didn't get to say hello to him.
I've infected your subscribers with my opinion. I like that shit.
So I think as far as being as far as being an expert goes, I mean, I personally don't think you need to be, but I think having some kind of knowledge or experience helps. I mean, the way that I try to approach my channel is I try to be a bit more info dump, as it were, about stuff, and a bit more critical, because I don't know how. I mean, I know these two guys are aware, but my day job is I'm an environment artist for Ubisoft.
Oh yeah.
I'm currently working on Division 2 at the moment, and that's where a lot of my, like.
Can you still leave your games if you work for gaming company?
So, I missed that. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah.
But that gives me a good advantage in terms of like knowledge of how games are made and where they could be made better, textures, things like that. So that's where my knowledge comes from, and I think that helps my channel and my shtick, as it were, which is like info dump. But I don't think you need to be an expert at all to actually be an entertaining channel, because that's probably where I might suffer a bit, is I can be maybe a bit too analytical about things as opposed to entertaining about stuff. So yeah, that's like,
well, everybody's looking for something else. Honestly.
Yeah.
Some people want just the information. Honestly, I want a news thing. What is the info? I don't want to deal with the personality of some people's personality is great on people. They just want the fucking info. So yeah, I mean, everybody's got their lane. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I wouldn't worry.
That's
too
all
much.
I have to say.
No, it's true though. Like it's fun to just give, the info about the game. You don't have to be like an expert on VR. Like, I don't know how this fucking thing works at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna bust it open and see how this thing ticks.
Do you know how to switch it on?
All I care is that all I care is that it works when I switch it on. That's it. That's all I care about. But the games, I think we have to be like, yes, if you're gonna do YouTube and stuff, you gotta be a little more knowledgeable about what's coming out, stuff like what Paul does. I love what he does. I mean, we all know what's coming out because of the other channels, and we can all anticipate whatever's going to come out. PlayStation Prospect is another good one, who comes out with tons of stuff.
They do. I'll watch them too.
Tons of stuff that I don't even know about half the games that he knows that are coming out. And but starting a YouTube channel, it's not that easy at first, because at first when I started, it was just for fun. Like, literally, I met where is he? There, that guy right there. I met that guy. I met that guy on Starblood. I met that guy on Starblood Arena. I caught him live streaming, and I said, can I add him on my friends list or whatever. And that was it. From there, I started live streaming with those guys. But it was just for fun. Like, I think it was because everyone in the party at one point was streaming for no reason. It was just like, yeah, I'm streaming. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit my broadcast button too. And then people started watching and commenting, and then they asking questions about the game, or should I get a VR? And I was like, yeah, this is fun. I'm going to keep going with this shit. And then, it grew to something much more bigger than I ever thought it was going to be. But I love it. And it's all mostly inspired from this guy, because watching him the first video I watched of Seraphim, any VR, the videos, was Resident Evil when it came out. I was watching Brian Paul with the news and stuff like that, but when Seraphim played the Resident Evil 7, it was ridiculous. I was like, this guy is randomly funny for no reason. And he's just like
screaming his head off, high as shit, hilarious.
It was something like I was like,
Humor
I
comes from
I was like, I can,
suffering.
I was like, I can do that,
I feel you, Sarah.
Yeah. I was like, I can do that, it's fun. YouTube is fun. It's just a fun. I'm not like here to get paid for this or anything. PSVR is a passion,
I'm trying to catch that, but I got no arms. I'm sorry.
I got a floating 4 though. Is anybody? Is that somebody holding it there? Is that what it is?
I don't know what happened to my hands. They just disappeared.
Next question.
We're on to the next question,
guys.
Yeah, please. Next
hold
question.
on. Can I throw one thing out there I've been thinking about for a minute?
Absolutely.
So we've gotten a lot of questions about like our VR channels and like our background on our VR stuff. And if there's any more of those, we should probably kind of just. I think we've talked a lot about that already. So we should stick to
Yeah, I agree.
just game-related stuff, upcoming, Stuff.
Oh, E3 and upcoming games that we're looking at.
Dreams.
Oh, was that
play
the one?
Dreams.
Was that
Real
the comment? Can you read that comment out loud? Because I couldn't understand that fucking comment, the one about E3. I saw that one too.
Yeah, I couldn't really understand it either on my channel. It was something about E3.
So you guys,
started with E3.
You guys want to talk E3 and upcoming games?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Works for me. I
know
don't give a
when is
fuck
it
about
coming?
the topic. I buy everything when it hits my console, so you guys can have the floor on this shit.
For me, I'm just hoping that they announce something big again, like something that we can all be really hyped for, even if it's coming out at the end of the year, we just can't like wait to sink our teeth into it. That's it. Like if they show us, I don't know, maybe more Seeking Dawn, and it's really good. I don't know, something.
You mean like more super massive bullshit that we all buy and hate? Is that what we're looking for?
That's exactly what the fuck I'm waiting for, Sarah.
We want some more VR bullshit hype. That's what we want from E3. Some shit that's. Yeah.
Oh, I got some for you. No Man's Sky next update might have VR.
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
would
people
be
are
exciting.
Rumoring
That would
about that.
actually
No,
be
I
really
just want a big game.
That's a pretty big game.
I do too. I do too.
That game is technically.
I do too.
Yes,
I quit. I'm 36 years old, and I quit paying attention to E3 when I was 23.
No, I think last year
You're full
at
of shit. I'm never gonna see it. My dick.
Last year at E3, 7 Degrees, Seraphim, a bunch of us actually got into a whole party chat and watched the whole E3 together on Twitch. At the same time.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us got like reactions at the same time of like Skyrim VR being announced. So we all heard all of each other's reactions.
We were so happy.
And we were like it was ridiculous. It was one of the best chats I've ever been a part of. Like it was really fun. But yeah, that's why I hope this year we can do that again. And also they'll announce something big. Who knows?
Well, if Capcom don't come on stage and announce Resident Evil 8, I'll be shocked. It's got to be.
No, I knew you were going to say that.
Well, what about this? What about Elder Scrolls 6? Because there's all these talk about Elder Scrolls 6 now.
No, I'm not something different.
That'll come out when the next Game of Thrones book comes out.
There's a game they're working on, a space exploration game, Starbound or something like that, and that's what a lot of people have commented on my channel, saying that this
Starbound?
I don't know. You'd need to check my channel. No, it's literally a star exploration game.
Yeah, Starbound's already out. It's been out for 10 years.
No, it's a 2D platformer. You need to check it. It's called Star something. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, okay. It might be close to it, similar to it or something.
For me, I'm
Games,
if I'm hoping that we can get some more good gameplay of Firewall 0 Hour. That's what I'm looking for. Actual on-floor gameplay of Firewall 0 Hour. Because I love Rainbow Six Siege, so I just want something like that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Dude, sir, yeah, that's a great one. I agree.
I just
Dude, I heard that's true. They bring out
someone said Star Citizen. Star Citizen?
Oh, holy moly.
Nat,
that is
Star
awesome.
Citizen?
That'll never come out.
No, it's not Star Citizen. I'm just trying to find it now.
And what about this No Man's Sky?
I got people.
No Man's Sky next summer. So it's this summer coming. It's called Next, and it possibly has VR compatibility, apparently, is what people are getting.
Have you seen the logo at the bottom of their advert for it?
Polish Paul, why are you commenting on my stream instead of talking?
Where it says "we are," but if you actually look at the way it's actually thing, it sounds like it's VR.
It has to be, right? Yeah, exactly. I think it has to be. It'd be amazing. It'd be alright.
That
Elite
would be
Dangerous
great.
would be good in VR. In PSVR, Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen would be way too good to be true.
Elite
That'll have
Dangerous
to be a
developers
PS5
have come out and said
Elite
it's not going to
release.
happen.
No way.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, but I mean, they also said when I asked them on the live stream, they said that they haven't discussed it yet, which whatever that means. So you're probably right. I don't know.
Well, they just said if they couldn't get it to work right on the PlayStation VR, they wouldn't bring it. Let's be honest, it's been out long enough. They should have been able to get it working.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. I reckon. Yeah, because they said something about doing the occult rift overnight, getting it working. But they had to work on it more.
Paul keeps commenting on my fucking stream. Paul, what are you doing? He says, "Do you like VR games?"
Strange Games Studio might be making a cowboy.
That's funny,
VR
Paul.
game, horse riding and stuff like that.
And my
So
girlfriend.
After D-Day gets released, I think.
So I guess.
Oh, you missed
Alright,
it,
what's our next-
Seraphim. Wait.
Are we ready for the next
Seraphim missed it. The developer told us that D-Day is being released July 24th.
24th, yeah. That's what he said.
Oh,
That's what they're
no
shooting for.
shit. Oh,
No,
man.
shit you not. I shit you not.
That's a little closer than
And
I
he said
thought.
32-person battles, maybe 16 people at least.
Damn, he's amazing, that guy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Is that it for E3?
Next-
Nobody
is
else
that
got
it?
anything else for E3?
Yeah,
No.
no, let's go to the next one. I think we're ready for the next one. Seems like.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
we're trying
so,
to wrap it up. Is what it seems.
Yeah. We can if we need to.
No, I mean
So-
like go through the rest of the questions.
Oh, we got tons of questions, man. We've
know.
been asked.
Oh, we were supposed to pick just a few.
Starfield. The game's called Starfield
Yeah,
by
I was
Bethesda.
saying somebody commented
Starfield.
that on my stream too.
Yeah.
I got a Star
Starfield. I
Citizen
knew it
on
was Star
mine.
something, so.
Alrighty, well, what do we got?
All right. So how about issues with our devs? And now this isn't just VR. This is flash screen
Paul,
too.
stop
But
fucking trolling.
releasing unfinished games, and I'm talking unfinished games to a point that they're broken.
Oh, this is my topic, baby.
And this is straight from Lewis Knight actually.
This is my topic.
Actually, so to quote him, no, I'm not going to quote him. I'm going to say how I would quote him. Quit giving a shit that make us buy it and feel like a bunch of cocksucking asshole douchebags for buying your
Who
shit.
would buy
So,
anything?
that's a
Who would
direct
buy
quote.
anything?
Who will buy anything?
No,
So,
he's
go
paraphrasing.
ahead.
He's definitely paraphrasing.
I am. I'm interjecting my own animosity towards this. So, Lewis, you can take it from the top.
No, well,
How do you feel about this?
with Ark, you had Ark Park that wasn't finished.
$50. Yeah.
Bravo team, we already know about that with the article at from Eurogamo, Eurogamer.
$40.
$40 game. Now, and last year we had Arizona Sunshine, which was
$40.
very incomplete before it was released.
That was such a hype train too.
And it was a super hype train.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Dave, for chiming in. See, these games need to be like what how Eurogamer said. These bosses don't need to like rush these developers or even split the teams to make more than one game at the same fucking time. You guys are funny with this streaming shit.
No,
I
I'm
bet
sorry.
you still-
Somebody named Polish Station VR the game.
Oh yeah, I just seen
Get the fuck out of
In
here.
addition
Okay,
to
that's
Polish Brawl.
hilarious.
I was like, who? I have so many trolls right now. All right.
That's so funny. No, so yeah, no, that's it. It's the fact that like they need. It's what everybody's saying. The developers need to stop like pushing the teams to rush things out.
Oh, yeah.
and then we as VR consumers, right? We don't have many games. There's not like we're waiting for the next game, big game.
There's a lot of
And
games.
then
I mean, the
there's a lot of
catalog is
lot of games, but obviously compared to like a 2D library, we're still waiting on like
upcoming releases are slow.
upcoming releases are slow, right? So
I just had a comment on my stream
but
saying
if you
I wanted
look
to
at
find out that they were ported games. Like, I don't assume he means from PC. Some of those? I don't know. That's what he said.
But like, well, when you look at when PSVR first started, there wasn't that much at all. Obviously, and that goes for every system. When PS4 came out, I had what, The Last of Us? I think that was it.
Yeah,
that was nothing. Okay, so that happens. That does happen, and then games start coming out. But like, when you rush a game, and then with VR, it's such a new thing. We love VR so much. We want to just get in there and see what everything looks like in VR. And then you go into a game you spent $50 on. That's unfinished, flat graphics.
Are we
bad.
talking Arc Park?
We're talking about we're talking Arc Park. Everything that I've seen in this guy's giant Afro stream of Arc Park, almost 3.5, 4 hours.
It was painful.
4 hours.
It was painful that.
No,
4
sorry,
hours.
my tracking gone now. Yeah, it's been around 4 hours. I think I've been playing it.
Absolutely ridiculous. For 4 hours, I watched almost nothing happen on his stream.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I know.
Nothing.
But if you watch the trailer, it looks like something you gotta buy.
For $50, the trailer looks like okay. There's a new game coming out right now called Jurassic World. Has anybody seen Jurassic World yet?
Evolution.
Evolution. I'm sorry, Jurassic Evolution. Okay,
From
that game is where Arc Park should have been. Okay, that game is like you build a park, you have all these dinosaurs.
That's what you need.
You need Jeff Goldblum, exactly. You need Jeff Goldblum, and but they built the game around things that fail. So you can have a storm happen, and all of a sudden their fence will come down, and a T-Rex is running loose. That will never fucking happen in our park.
Well,
I don't care how much they update it.
No. I will say, here's this. In Arc Park, at the beginning, they're like, oh, wait, something went wrong with the mind controller. That's why you got to shoot all the guys.
That's it?
So that is essentially what you're talking about, but it's a terrible version of that.
Right, but it's a terrible. Right.
Wow.
I forgot about it, but it is. It's a terrible version of that. It's just, I don't know. And I saw when people watch the dinosaurs coming at you. I just can't. That game, I refuse to buy that game. I don't care how much they update that shit. And if they update that shit and they make it more money, oh my god. I'm giving up. Whoever that developer is, I'm giving up on them all together.
So
Forget about it.
Here's the deal. Ark Survival Evolved was created by a totally different fucking developer.
Yes, which
and
I
they
heard
had
is
this
a good
idea originally to create a VR version of it, and they typed that up like years ago, and then they just stopped talking about it, and they got Snail Games, who's a Chinese mobile developer, to make Arc Park. And that's why, Paul, you mentioned this, Brian mentioned this, the loop of the gameplay is like a mobile game. Like waiting 4 hours to let a thing hatch, that's like a fucking mobile game.
Yeah, I had the same dinosaur twice.
You expect to pay $1 to speed it up.
Yeah.
That's
that's
some British shit right there.
Yeah.
Who was it that said
Better.
the Arc Park snail pace? What are they called? Snail people?
Snail games.
Snail train.
Okay. Snail people.
So who said
Snail
that?
train game.
Snail
They,
people.
didn't they buy some of the shares off of Arc Park?
No,
apparently.
I didn't.
Because Arc Park was getting lawsuits from copyrights for some reason, right? So they were like, oh, we'll help you out. We'll give you some money if we can have some of your shares. And they were like, yeah. And that's how they got the Arc Park assets. And they just fucking money cash grab. That's all that is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's a cash
And I knew
grab.
that
It's a
buying
huge
it.
cash grab. But that makes us look bad. But that makes PSVR look bad.
But we're going to get that monkey one soon that you like. The monkey one, remember?
The Planet of the Apes.
That's on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, I got a feeling that's going to be shit.
Everybody's
should
saying
make
they're
us
not
look
excited
good,
and
'cause
it's going
that's
to be
free,
terrible.
right?
No, it's not free. It costs money, right?
Oh, no. I thought it
The
was
trophy
cheap.
list made it seem like there was actual gameplay. I swear to God.
In what? In Planet of the Apes? In Planet of the Apes. Yes, it looks
It
good.
looks like there's actual
It's fair
gameplay.
to-
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it too. I pre-ordered that shit.
I only saw
but
like
the
2
thing
bits in
is,
trailer. We've been excited for
you
impatient.
got to give the developers
It's
actually
a $10
credit with
pre-order.
us.
It's gonna go out to $15 after the pre-order. I bet you anything.
Yeah, but at least they've come out front and said this is going to be about a 2-hour game.
Shit, Lewis.
Oh yeah.
People know what they're getting. It's like 2-hour games. You've got these little mechanics in it. They've actually been up front and said it. Whether it sucks or not, they've given us as much information as they possibly can without releasing a demo. And obviously, we've heard from the dev that actually it does seem like demos are hard to do on Sony. Sony aren't making it easy.
Right.
So maybe pressure needs to be put on Sony if a developer wants to put out a demo please don't charge them. Make it free or make it a doddle for them to do. Because how many of us have went out and brought Moss or the Persistence or Star Child because of the demo that was put on that disc?
Yep,
I was only going to buy Moss.
Persistence was great.
Persistence is the greatest demo. Yeah,
Moss
great
was the
demo.
only game that out of those three that before I played them,
Resident Evil Midnight Hour. The Resident Evil Midnight Hour demo is probably one of the best VR demos. Again, like I said before, I did say this earlier.
Opening hour. Right?
Well, that's one of the best.
No, Midnight Hour is the last one.
VR games that we have, man. Like I would have bought Resident Evil 7 without playing the damn demo.
Oh, true that. True that.
Hey,
but it was cool that they gave it. It's cool that they gave that to us, though. Like, you know.
Really, that demo was great.
What we're trying to
Spent
say
a lot of
though-
time in that demo.
Go ahead,
What we're
Nat.
trying to
I'm
say
sorry.
though is,
No,
go on.
Oh, that's
sorry.
crazy.
No, wait. Nat, were you done? Sarah?
Are they
no.
moving?
I mean, it's a bit of a
Creature,
can you see me
frustration
waving?
because I know, like Lewis likes Sprint
I can't
Vector.
see.
But what kind of annoyed me with Sprint Vector isn't the price. It's $13.99. It's like, oh well, the game doesn't suit me. Where I'm kind of annoyed with Sprint Vector and Servios is on PC they gave a beta out about 2 weeks prior for the game launching.
Yes.
We didn't get that on PlayStation VR. Now, I got to admit, I kind of got caught up in the hype. I watched Dave Station and Brian's stream of it.
All the early access
and
shit.
they loved it. And that's great. And it's like, I mean, you've always got to be a little thing until you actually get hands on. You personally don't know. Like I've said about games I love, and then people have got hold of them and said, no, it's a shit game. It's like, well, I don't know what it is. But everything was like, I think I'm going to like it. But then I played it, and it's like I knew within 10 minutes some of the things.
Smack him. Shut him up.
But yeah, as I say, it's just frustrating that betas and demos are not made available for the PlayStation VR, which can inform our purchases. Can you get a demo that plays well and then the game is pile of shit? Yeah, it's possible. But at least if you,
I think a Sprint Vector demo. Sorry to cut in. It would be really hard because the game requires you to even play it at all to go through 3 tutorials.
yeah, but it was a
And,
beta.
Oh, the
Well,
beta
the demo
they
is
should
beta.
have given us. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Because I knew after about
yeah.
10 minutes, I don't want to put. Like I said, and I've said this about the game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just a game that's not for me because I don't have. Once I've finished
Hi,
work,
Mr. Boring,
the
how
last
you
thing I
doing,
want to do
buddy?
is come home and then literally just work my ass off to play a game. It's just like no, I'm not
I'm in
into
the same
that.
boat, Nat. I bought that game for full price. I can see why it's a good game, but it's not for me either. And I try to explain that in my videos I did on it. You know, I know that Lewis loves it, and I would like to love it, but I'm just too fucking tired when I get home to play it. That's it. At the end of the day, it's a great game. It's beautiful. It works great, but it's not for me.
It is, but I think it's too much constant movement. I'd rather play Knockout League than Sprint Vector.
Oh, me too. That's why I've got so far in Knockout League. I've got nowhere in Sprint Vector.
Yeah, but like at least in Knockout League you get those like couple of seconds where you take a break before a next punch comes or something. But in Sprint Vector it's just fucking nonstop.
Non-stop. Yeah. Yep.
But I love Sprint Vector. It's still a very lovable game. It's very tiring. I feel you.
That game is one of the best VR games probably ever created right now, and I have no problem admitting that. I personally don't like it though, and I would have not bought it had I known that.
This is me
Right,
on all you guys.
Go back to the
right
original
now.
topic, though. If you go back to the original topic, which was about busted-ass games and that, Sprint Vector's not busted. It does work, and it was priced appropriately as well.
Exactly, and it
That's
was
true. No, that's
Oh, see you later,
right.
pal. Good night.
Right on track. Paul,
Hi.
what are you talking about? What'd you say?
I'm just talking to somebody been leaving stream. I said good night.
Oh wait, are you not commenting on my stream? You're talking now.
Oh no, I stopped commenting now.
Welcome back, Paul. I like having you in the flesh.
I told you to hide all these
Yeah, I
things.
think we might have gotten a little sidetracked. What was it? So, did we all hit that question, or do you guys want to hop to the next one? Or?
Yeah, next.
Broken games, I think we can agree. We don't want broken games.
Yeah, I think.
But,
it
it helps the community as well when the game isn't busted. Like, I mean, look at Wipeout. It had every option. It worked perfectly. It was
Yeah, they've done a great job.
And it just makes it so good for the whole community, and everybody jumps on board. You know, whereas if you do it the other way around and you have a shit game, then it just fucking screws everyone over. It makes PSVR look bad.
Do you guys feel like, sorry, I know I said we should get back to the questions, but anybody else feel like they're getting a sixth sense at this point for like which games are actually just going to be terrible?
Yes. Dude, I do it. Yeah, I try not to, but like you almost know.
Yeah. All right, that's just a quick one. All right, so what do we got up here?
That is almost like
You can use 6-axis in VR cards.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks. Are you trying to sell somebody on VR cards?
No. Did you saw my review of it?
Yeah. That's one I've never played.
I'll be the Joker.
Seraphim, you still have no hands.
Yeah, I might come back. Is that alright, Lewis, if you re-invite me, if I duck back out and jump back in? So I can get my hands back, so I can get handy.
My tracking is proper gone to shit now. Everything wobbles.
I thought we already had our technical issues.
No, we do.
All that.
You guys made like the biggest mess around here, man. Like we don't have the budget to clean this room up now. Like you guys totally.
I'll do it. I'll take care of it. You guys are cool. I'll just clean up when you guys leave.
What's the next one here, Will?
Okay, so this comes from the Cast Out of Glue Bagger. What is the AAA studio's tipping point for creating PSVR games? What's the biggest obstacle for VR development? We kind of had Strange Games address the fact that it's not that big of an issue.
Frame rate.
And I think the other side of it is just the fact that our install-based market saturation is not causing them to make them for us. That's my answer. There's not the money in it. There's not the money in it.
EA wants somebody else to do a big game that sells well before they'll actually do it themselves.
Yeah,
they want to be the trendsetter. They want to be the trend follower.
Yeah, Ubisoft does VR games.
They've got their investors to fucking satisfy and shit. You know, they're not like in.
Well, the Star Wars thing on Battlefront was paid for by Sony.
Right.
That's why. That's why PC units didn't get it. Sony paid for the Rogue One mission. So
I wish it paid for a full game.
Yeah, would have been nice, wouldn't it? That's why we didn't get anything for Battlefront 2, because Sony didn't put any money in.
Damn shame.
Yeah, it is. The problem that you got with both Activision and Sony, not Sony, EA and companies like that, is they don't look at the big picture. They just look at, we want as much money as we possibly can, which is why EA introduced loot boxes for Battlefront 2. They didn't care about the consumer, it wasn't about that, it was about making as much money as they possibly can for the game. Now, admittedly, you say you work for Ubisoft. Ubisoft also want to make money, but they're actually one of the big AAA studios, along with Bethesda, that do look at the big picture. They know that, VR isn't going to be a multi-million seller. They can still make profit. Like, there's no way they didn't make money on Star Trek Bridge Crew. No way, they made money on that game. I mean, Jesus, look at the size of the file. Yeah, it's a great game, and it's good for Star Trek people. But they're also looking at, okay, we can get the developers in now that will understand VR, understand the space of VR, that when it does start to take off, and a much bigger scale, to be honest, Ubisoft have got a heads up on it. Bethesda have got a heads up. EA and Activision are going to be playing catch-up.
Ubisoft releasing new game.
Catch-up is they've got the IPs.
Ubisoft releasing new game for PC called Space Junkies, and they're not going to bring it to PSVR because there's no foam sticks on move controllers. But the game looks good.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I give them respect for that. At least they've come out and said, look, we'd love to bring the game to PlayStation VR. Can't do it, there's no thumbsticks on the thing.
Yeah.
It sucks, but at least if they're honest, you can turn around and say, okay, that sucks, it blows, but thank you for being honest, and then you look at their next game. Because when they market that to you, they should hopefully you'd like to think they'd be honest with that one as well. So I'll give kudos to Ubisoft.
The game looks good.
Yeah, they're not bringing Space Junkies. Yeah, it does look good, but if you can't
they
physically bring it to PlayStation VR, don't bring it. Don't try and shoehorn mechanics.
This is a prime example. Is Raw Data was an award-winning game on PC, but when you take out the nav controls, when you put it on PSVR without nav support, It's not that. I didn't get off with the controls. I beat that game stupid. And so, yeah, I do respect a developer that goes, you know what? You don't have nav controls. Fuck your platform because our game's going to suck over there. And I'd rather have them say that than charge me $50 for a shit port. I could respect that.
Thing is, I really enjoyed Raw Data.
I never played it.
Raw Data was fantastic. Yeah, Raw Data was fantastic.
It was hard to play.
And after I got it on the Pro, it was even better.
Raw Data's a great game, but the controls suck.
No, they don't. Not anymore.
Yes, they do. Even they whatever. Go play it on a Vive or something, dude. It's way better.
Oh, I get it. Like with the thumbsticks, yes. But I had no problem playing it with Skyrim. I had no problem playing with Skyrim controls.
No, what I'm saying, what Nat was saying about a company saying we're not going to bring a game over there because it's going to be subpar on your system. That's exactly what he was saying. They're like,
one of my most popular videos, bruh. Chill out. No, I was kidding.
No, but instead of having shit controls with X goes left or up or down or O goes wherever, because we don't have consistent controls for the moves, and you go in there and you go, I can't control properly. This other company here's PSVR's not getting our game because you don't have nav controls. That's what we're going to look at in the future.
Right. But here's where that kicks in too, because like in Skyrim, right, on the DualShock 4.
Yeah,
on the DualShock 4, you can dual cast. You could dual cast your magic with both hands and walk backwards. You can shoot a bow and arrow and walk backwards. But when you're with the move controller, since there's no analog sticks, you can't move backwards while doing magic nor shooting a bow and arrow.
Right.
That's why I don't play Skyrim with move controllers. I play Skyrim with the DualShock.
I still love it though.
That's how I feel about Doom too. Like people complained a lot about Doom, and I'm like, just play with the fucking DualShock. It's great.
I play it.
Doom is great with the DualShock. Yes.
I play it with
I play it the same way.
I do. I still love Skyrim with the move controls, but Doom is best played with the DS4.
Absolutely.
I don't know what they did with moves.
For menus. So the thing about Skyrim, menus and the move controller do not get along at all. Menus are fucking nightmare in the
Right, yeah. For any menu though, using the menu for the PlayStation with the move controller is a pain in the dick.
Yeah, there's so many menus in Skyrim. That's why I have to play DualShock, just because it's like it takes me out of it if I'm sitting there fucking swinging my arms.
Well, that's why I put like everything. I put everything in my favorites. Yeah, I know. That's ridiculous.
The thing is, though, if you look at any of the PC VR stuff, I mean, one of the things that they always do with when they're innovating with new games is they have like a belt system for the majority of their stuff, so you're always picking up guns, you're taking stuff off, so we should have more interactive things like that rather than menus. Menus is like really old school. We should be looking to sort of like take like a sword off your back. Or a gun
that's
off
when
your
you're
belt,
porting an existing experience to VR when some of the mechanics just don't make sense in VR anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You preach it, buddy. Preach it to us more.
That's
I've got JD telling me Skyrim is one of the best things on Earth.
Seraphim, where'd you get hands from?
I got hands again. I went back and I came back.
Where'd you get hands from?
I went out and came.
Okay.
No, God. Seraphin's back to tear up the room.
No, this is great though. This is good. This is good for people with ADD. All these toys to play with. Thank God, that's great.
I mean, if we're going to be here for 4 hours, if we're going to be here
later, Mr. Boring.
We got next one?
What's Mr. Boring doing?
That's fucking wild, man.
Next question.
Next one.
You know what's funny is though, like how some of us are like we're so. For instance, you guys remember Skippy PSVR?
Yes, sir.
He was one of the first guys I ever gamed with, and Arizona Sunshine, and its shit show of an actual release, where the aim controller didn't work. I used a DualShock because it worked, and he used the stupid move controllers, which worked just as good as they did day one as they do now. They still work just as good. And I learned from him where some people on PSVR, some people want to stand, some people want to sit. And Skippy's going, I want to pick things up. I want to physically be able to grab something.
Yeah. Job simulator shit.
Right, and I think I was looking at it at that point even going, dude, this thing makes regular games so much better. Like, what do you want to do something that we can't do yet? Because when VR came out, after I spent the $500 and didn't even think it was going to work. So the fact that I got it home and put it on and went, holy shit, it works, was cool. So how do devs going on in the future give us all a way to play? And we saw that in a game like Arizona. Let's use the aim, the moves, or the DualShock. and also take comfort settings into question. Like, how do you appease?
God, comfort settings.
How do you appease? I know, I hate them. I want to shut them off. I wish they didn't exist. And there are games that force us to use them. But I mean, around the whole encompassing thing, would you release a game to have every single person at this round table go, this is a good game? What they need to do is let us play it the way we want to play it, for everybody's style, and use the comfort settings that we need, because I know Nat, for instance, he uses comfort settings,
6, yes.
whereas I don't. So if you want to appease all 7 people in this room to put out a video about your game, I better be able to sit and play. You better be able to stand and play. You need a DualShock. You need an aim. You need aim controller.
Hold on, AWOL.
Give us fucking options.
Counterpoint. Like, if you got a game like Sprint Vector, how do you DualShock that shit? I mean,
you don't DualShock it.
You could.
No, you totally could.
It's the same game, but it's not. It doesn't feel like the same experience at all. It wouldn't feel the same.
Well, how about this then? How about
there's sometimes where the controls are baked into the game. Super hot. Where, like, you gotta play it super hot. Exactly. You can't play that with a DualShock. There's no way you can fucking play super hot with a DualShock. So some games you gotta just stick to one motion control system or one DualShock thing, and it won't work otherwise. Like Moss wouldn't work with moves. You can't play with the aim controller. Like,
what about how about this though? And this is another thing when it comes into baked-in controls, specifically these high octane ones. What about handicapped people that can't do what I can do because I'm a fully functional human being? Like they, and even in the VR world, they're not as good enough. Just like in the real world, and that pisses me off about games like Sprint Vector.
You guys know about the handy-capable gamer? You guys
where did he go? Where did he go?
Is he still doing shit? Because if he
he hasn't done a video in a long time.
It'd be good to have him as part of the roundtable.
I used to love his reviews from his perspective.
Are you fucking with me, Seraphim?
Yeah.
He's not dead. Okay, he's not dead. Okay.
No,
nobody knows if he's dead.
Nobody knows. No, but even still, no. I used to like watching his reviews too, from like to see what his views were from his perspectives.
Yeah. So it'd be good to have him around. Yeah.
I actually did have that question on my channel when I was doing Sprint Vector, and I did a video specifically for the guy about can you play this game seated because he was in a wheelchair. And when I did my original review, it never occurred to me to even test that, and then as soon as he asked, it was like, I've got to give this a try. So I tried to play the game seated, and it was bloody difficult.
How did that go? It probably didn't work.
It was hard. It was possible, but I don't know how competitive you would be against, other people that was.
Here's one thing I will say though. Here's the one thing I will say. Just in that particular scenario, if you are a wheelchair-bound person, you are kind of used to using your arms to get around, so it might not be so bad. Like
you can't get around. You can't get around your arms. You got your armrest on that chair that you're sitting in right now.
Yeah, but you can put armrests down and stuff. But I've seen people like on YouTube, the people that like do most of their OBS streams and stuff like that with their the picture-in-picture, and they're sitting in their gaming chairs playing fucking Sprint Vector. I'm like, what are you doing? Stand up. Come on, come on. If you can stand, there's no reason you should be sitting playing this game at all. And I could see them struggling, like not even going fast. And like, come on, it's ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I think that VR should be a place where you come into a world where your physical limitations shouldn't be limited in the VR world, and that's why I personally don't like physical games just because I'm too damn lazy to play them personally.
I'm sometimes tired after work to play. Can't be asked.
Yeah, you don't always want to do it.
And,
like, I can't.
And also because. And also because I don't want people that in the real world I would talk. I don't know if any of you right now are sitting in a wheelchair, but they can come into this world and kick my ass at Farpoint PvP because they can lean back and fuck my ass up. And I think with the medical aspect, with everything else they're doing psychologically with VR, I think it's something very important that we don't ostracize or kick out the people with physical limitations in VR.
Well, that's where Wipeout comes in.
Oh yes, it does. Absolutely.
That's where Wipeout comes. Wipeout is Sprint Vector with DualShock.
At the same time, should we limit?
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
No, but there are games where the concept just top to bottom involves being in a virtual reality space that is movement oriented, that is a certain way, because that is one of the potential avenues of virtual reality. You know, like to use your body in a physical space.
Right.
And still be in the game. And still be in the game. And so like. Obviously, you want to, as much as possible, like allow anybody to play, but there are still going to be some experiences that are just like.
Rum and Coke, Seraphim.
Of course.
Yeah, like.
No, I mean, I'm not saying like
and
I
think
said.
we shouldn't cut those off and say that's not worth having on the system.
No, dude, those are great having. I just hate having people be a part of the community where in the real world people look at them funny, they look at them like they're not good enough, and then they come in here and we come out with a game that's physical and the actual game says, yeah, dude, you're still not good enough even in here. And that I
understand that. That's
what bugs me. That's what bugs me. So I choose not to play them myself, but whatever.
Absolutely.
That's a fair point.
It is what it is.
Right, any more questions? It's over 2 hours long, that
Paul,
stream
we have
now.
8 more questions.
Oh,
we're
working. It's like 1 a.m. I'm working in the morning.
I told you guys this was going to be a 4-hour stream.
I knew it. No, it's going on over 3 hours. I do have to almost wrap it up, but I don't want to like leave until everything's done.
Guys, 8 more questions then. Oh no.
Is that still coming?
Just 8 more questions.
So we all agree that Wipeout is like the greatest game that come out this year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Obviously.
It saved March.
Great.
It saved March.
It saved March.
Yeah,
so
definitely, especially after the Ghost and Joy, right?
So then I'll ask, since we're going to move on to the future PSVR just a smidge, what's your most anticipated VR game for that we know about that's coming out this year? That's it. Just one fucking game. That's it.
Mine's the Persistence. Period. They had a demo. It's great. Yep.
Persistence is mine as well.
Fuck.
Firewall Zero.
I mean,
maybe Blood and Truth. Oh, fuck me. I said 2 games.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Operation Warkite, and that's coming out really soon. And I've been banging on about this game for ages. Yeah.
What did you say?
Operation Warkite.
Dreams.
Warkite.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I hope it's still fully functional in VR.
I got one that's coming pretty soon.
Seeking Dawn. Yes.
What's that?
Pixel Ripped.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
That game looks really cool.
That game looks fantastic.
Yeah, it reminds me. There's this thing
on
Google Daydream called virtual reality.
It looks great.
If any of you guys have Google Daydream, it's fucking awesome. I wish they would port that. But that reminded me of that because you're just going through different scenarios, and it's like it's in on the fact that it's a virtual reality game. It's like breaking the fourth wall the whole time.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I messaged developers of Dreams and asked them to message me back.
They should have realized you're the freshest.
I'm going to choose a game a bit like
they told me
PlayStation Hero. I'm going to say the next game I'm looking forward to rather than a game. So the next game I'm really looking forward to is Rick and Morty Virtual Reality.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's out
That'd be fun to play
in
with
10 days, and it's got highly rated on Vive and Oculus, and it seems like the move controllers will work well with that.
To be fair,
it doesn't look like
you have to have a very high IQ to appreciate that.
It's Rick and Morty, man. I'm sure.
Yeah, it was great on
that. Sorry, I'm referencing a meme. That's a meme. There's like this copy pasta that's just like this really long thing about somebody.
So the end of quarter one.
That's the next game that I'm looking forward to. I'm expecting good things from that. So I'm expecting to have fun.
That is 2018, the end of quarter one. Well, mediator man.
Are you yawning?
I did yawn.
Okay.
Seraphim, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to making my own games in Dreams. I think that'll be sweet because I want to make a tennis game, a ninja game, an exploration game.
Seraphim's good at making games.
Don't you make Little Big Planet games?
Oh, I used to, yeah, definitely.
I thought I saw on your channel somewhere.
Yeah,
Seraphim Sky.
Yeah, I want to remake that in Dreams,
Seraphim,
like, hardcore.
Didn't you make one of the most downloaded Minecraft games of all time, which isn't my thing? I think it's stupid. Game, but didn't you do something
Can we
really
give him
cool
some
in
high fives? Can we all give him high fives?
It's a pretty big Minecraft map. I spent like
Shambhala?
a year and a half on every day building it. And
What's it called?
Shambhala, S-H-A-M-B-O-A.
Shambhala, yeah, Shambhala.
Oh man, I have to check that out, man. I was reading your description, and you're like, I made one of the most popular Minecraft freaking. I'm like, what? Really? That's a surprise me, actually.
Well, Seraphin's been a YouTuber. Seraphin's been a YouTuber for over 5 years. I think he's got a.
I was a Minecrafter when I started.
Yeah, he's a Minecrafter, so.
And then I grew up, and suddenly games. I like, adult games, all types of games, VR games, and yeah, so that's what I do. But yeah, Minecraft was great for me because I could like build massive maps, and I'd come back weeks later and I'd still be there, and I was surprised by that, and I was like, shit.
Did you like Discovery?
Yeah, I did. I liked it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used that. Yeah, I built Shambhala again in that map, but a smaller version of it.
Yeah. They meant to bring patch, they never did, didn't they?
Not yet. Yeah, I was waiting to see what was going to happen this year. I think the dev wanted to make a shooting game with that.
Cool.
Sorry, a shooting game to go with it. So you make maps in that game, and then you bring the maps over to the shooting game.
Yeah.
And that was what he was discussing.
Yeah, that could be pretty fun, actually.
Yeah. And I was looking forward to that, but I haven't heard. They're still working on it, though. I think, from what and they haven't forgotten about me or anything. So I'm still looking forward to it.
What percentage trust do you guys have when a developer, after a game comes out, says, "Oh, we're going to patch that," or "We're going to add something"?
Like zero.
Because I've heard there's been so many times where
I'll give
developers
the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like most devs I've talked to have kept their word and patched things pretty much straight away, and have
some
tried
devs are
really
good
hard
about it.
Yeah, well, I remember the first time I streamed a game where a developer had joined because I found a bug. I think it was Moonshot Galaxy, and the ball wouldn't launch to go into the hole or whatever the fuck. And they were like, "Oh, the devs are here. It looks like you found a bug and this and this." And it was weird to say the least to have a dev in there for the first time.
Yeah, I think they're always watching. I think they're always watching streams and what we're doing, and we just don't know about it.
It's like forgetting what I would forget about is like VR is new, like kind of thing. This whole thing is new, and they're like testing out their games as much as we're testing out their games play it and buy it, and they want to see us play. And it was fun.
Did any of you guys have somebody drop in while you were doing Invisible Hours? Like the writer of the game or one of the voices?
No, I didn't play that game.
Did you guys do Invisible Hours? Nobody else played Invisible Hours?
I just did review, I didn't stream
it.
No, I didn't.
It didn't feel like a game I wanted to live stream, but that was...
they do lurk around, though. Sometimes they do lurk.
That game.
I had the guy who wrote the story. The guy who wrote Farpoint wrote that as well. And then he got some of the voice actors to come watch it, and all kinds of shit. It was crazy. I was like, I cannot believe this is happening.
Yeah, I love Farpoint.
I wasn't going anywhere with that.
I actually like the story in Farpoint. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too. I love Farpoint.
I wonder if Arc Park devs was watching our streams.
Oh, they had to have. Because they're like, they're taking all your feedback and whatever. You know, the feedback they need to listen to.
Watch anything.
I said to him, can I help make trees? And he goes, I make the trees, Seraphim. And I'm like, oh, okay. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Randy or something?
Oh, Randy Nell from Farpoint.
Or somebody. And he's like, no, I make the trees. And
Randy Noltan. They added us to their friends list. The developers of Farpoint, they added us. There was two of them, Randy and another one. I can't remember his name, JF Mail or something like that. And they played Starblood Arena with us a lot. And we asked them so many fucking questions. Oh my god! But they weren't sharing their voice, of course, because they didn't want anyone to really know. They had no problem telling us, but they didn't want the rest of the world to know what they were talking. It was hilarious.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, Seraphim, we don't want anyone to know. And I'm like, I'm not anyone. And he's like, all right. No, I'm kidding. That didn't happen. But, yeah, we can chat with him for a bit. Oh, cool. Nice people.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. We're gonna do one more question, and then we'll wrap this up. All right, guys.
Cool.
So when it comes to hype, if a game doesn't have hype, or we hear about, I guess we'll say impatient versus something like that we didn't even know was coming out, like it just pops up in the store. When we go to review it or go over the game, how does that affect you as a YouTuber that tries to cover this content for their audience? And how does it affect you?
Like if
I
a
guess,
game just
yeah.
pops up out of nowhere and I gotta.
No, yeah. Well, what I'm saying, both ways. So like, just say that it's something that you didn't hear shit about, versus like a game for like $10, versus a game like I don't know, Art Park that we've heard about for months.
Well, here's
and
one.
then
Here's
it's
well, here's
supposed
one.
to be great. And it's like,
Archangel.
how does the hype-
Archangel
how does
was
the
one of
hype
those. Archangel was one of those games that had no hype on it. And
exactly, man.
It had no hype on it. And they,
yep.
Here's what they gave us for Archangel, a screenshot. That's what they gave us.
Yeah.
They gave us a fucking screenshot. And you know what it was? It ended up being one of the best games I ever played on PSVR.
Oh, dude, I agree.
It's a total mixed bag. You can like have awesome trailers in a shitty game or a screenshot and a really good game. But you never know with PSVR, I think, right now.
I think a lot of games that coming out, we hyping up as well. We don't have hype, all of us talking about, them games, and we hyping them up. And if you go to Reddit and that, people getting excited about the games nobody really knows much about. And then when they come out and, are shit, and people saying all that hype, but it's us who hype them up.
Yeah, yes. We hype them up sometimes.
In some cases, I think some of our channels do some, like some of us don't do news. Like, I don't really do news that much.
No, neither. I don't do news.
Right, I don't do news.
So,
Brian, Paul does news 7.
Yeah, I think you and Brian maybe. Not to like point a finger back at you, but like, yeah, I mean, like, if you get hyped about something, people get hyped about it.
Yeah.
Something you got to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Like, you are building the hype yourself.
Yeah.
For me, when I come to reviewing a game, I try to be completely objective about the whole thing, but the hype obviously plays into it, and I think you do have to say, like, people are going to be expecting something because of the hype and because of the trailers, and you have to tell them whether or not it's delivering on those expectations or not.
On launch day.
Yeah, on launch day.
Exactly.
And if it's not delivering, you have to warn them, because like you keep saying there, well, some kid out there that, $40, $40, that might be all he's got for like a month, So you've got to let them know, and the hype does play into how you review that game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, yeah, it does. Well, that's why first impressions and stuff is fun, too, because, people go in right away. Like, you're doing your first impressions, and it's either is this guy having fun or is he not having fun? And that's it.
Yeah.
And you see Paul doing his first impressions of Art
Cursing
Park
for
for 4 hours.
hours.
For 4 hours. And it's like, yep, I don't want to buy that game. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. But then I fucking bought it anyways because I was like, I want to tell more people about it.
Yeah, no. I just did a video saying, go watch everyone else I saw that suffered through this. I am not buying this shit.
I did the same thing. I did a video saying "fuck Art Park." I was like,
I did it while standing. I did it while standing inside of Robinson the Journey.
Oh, nice.
My greatest fear was that I would buy it and end up liking it a lot, and being like, "Oh, I bought this to shit all over it," just like everybody else to spread the word. But then I realized I love Art Park. It was like haunting me, and I like, what if that happens when I buy it? Fuck.
You do realize
you
just
Bravo team, and Bravo team too.
I'm never gonna buy Bravo team unless it's like $10.
That's the same thing with the same thing with Art Park, because if Art Park came out at like a $30 price, I would have bought it, reviewed it, where first impressions, that shit, whatever the fuck.
I would have bought it too. $50 is what fucking cut me from buying it.
Thank you.
I do love dinosaurs.
Do you still play Art Park?
Like, really? Who, me? No.
Yeah. Do you, Serafim? You're still playing it.
I'd never seen anyone play Art Park, but I was super excited to get it, and I was disappointed.
We should get on the multiplayer.
Yeah, we should try see how it looks like.
I tried multiplayer one time. There was nobody there.
No. We need to do it one day.
Well, Brian has the game. Well, Brian has the game too, so you should do a live stream with Brian.
You have to buy friends DLC.
You have to buy the Friends DLC. Yeah, that's great.
Well, obviously, I do with my channel. A lot of it is news. Now I try and be objective, but admittedly, if I see a cool-looking trailer, cool-looking gameplay, I'll say, oh, okay, I'm interested in that. But I have no problem when I'm actually playing the game if the game is awful to actually say. But I also like, occasionally taking a chance on something crazy. So I think you do this as well, Dave. Buy stuff from the Hong Kong store. I'm sure I've seen Hong Kong.
Oh, I
on
love
your
that. I
channel
love
before.
that shit. It's so fun.
So, like,
you don't know what
earlier
you're
this
getting. Ranch Planet was insane. Do you guys try
Oh,
Ranch Planet?
yeah,
I saw you play it. I did see you play it.
I couldn't even figure out how to play it for 8 minutes. Like, my stream is terrible just because I didn't even know it yet. Sorry.
But like, I bought a game earlier this week called Dark Legion, which will be coming, obviously, to the rest of the world. And it's actually got really good controls. The gunplay's really good. There's a lot of bugs and annoyances in it, but it costs like 10 quid. And I had some money sitting on the things. Yeah, I thought it was okay. I actually really like the move control on it for smooth movement. I think it works really well.
Yeah, they did something. It was kind of like almost like a budget Farpoint with move controllers is how it felt. And that's a good thing to have. I like that. So hopefully they'll patch the thing where I got stuck and I couldn't progress in the stage or whatever.
But then you've got something like, I remember buying this ages ago last year, City Avenger on the Hong Kong store. And it's an awful game. But boy, is it so much fun. Because it's so awful.
Shit. It's so fun.
I was laughing my arse off. I don't think you're meant to laugh. I think they tried to make a serious game,
I mean,
but it's just
you think
so bad.
they made this guy ragdoll and fly like that when you shoot him? Just
literally, the first time he did it,
I think you need to get invite.
I was like, okay, that's got to be a bug.
Fun.
And then literally, it did it every time, and it's just like, this is just so funny. So, yeah, even some pretty mediocre games can actually have a modicum of enjoyment and fun into them.
I had fun playing Bike Rider VR.
Do we've got any questions about back PSVR camera?
Oh my God! Backtracking.
There was one.
Backtracking.
There was one.
Yeah. You mean for like full room scale, almost?
Yeah.
Or at least behind your back scale tracking.
Yeah, like one in front, one at the back. Yeah.
Oh, that would have to be
we've had that.
like a wireless. What is that tapping noise?
It's Seraphim, I think.
Seraphim.
Oh, okay.
It's Seraphim.
That's fine.
Looks like he's wanking.
Jesus doesn't like.
So what
Is that a rumor anybody's actually heard?
No.
About Jesus.
They have put out patents for sensors and things like that. I've done a couple of videos about that.
Yes,
but to be honest, they did a patent for frigging gloves for VR. They ain't going to bring those to VR, at least not this generation. So you just kind of take it with a grain of salt. I think the VR system that we've got is the system that we've got.
And it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough what we've got. It's
it's
great.
Good for what it is.
Yeah.
Can it be improved? Yes, but that's what I'm expecting with PlayStation VR.
I think with everything you always want more. Like whatever you've got, you always want.
The arm is this. This is.
Like, should we? Is that everything?
You want to wrap it up here, well?
Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I mean, we've pretty much covered everything.
Well, I am a proud owner of PSVR and hope to be forever.
Me too, man.
Me too.
Forever.
I love it.
It's better. It's better stay because what's with our channels if they stop making PSVR? What happens to our channels then?
Yeah, that's it. It's over. We're all done. We all gotta we all gotta meet up somewhere around the world.
Fuck the channel, man. It's all about having fun. It's all about the community and saving people money. Exactly.
It's all about
that's what I do
it's all
it
about
for.
Seraphim 190.
Yeah.
Seraphim.
He's on the microphone.
No, I would just like to say to all of you guys who actually showed up and.
Thank you three guys for setting all this up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait.
I was using the bathroom. I ran away. I didn't say anything, but I was using the bathroom. What happened? Are we ending the stream?
We're sort of wrapping it up, saying how much we love PSVR now.
So what we doing? Same time tomorrow.
Pretty good.
Yes, tomorrow again.
No, thank you guys, whoever's watching.
Yeah, when you guys when the community gives us the feedback, man, that's what will dictate where this goes forward. And thank all you guys.
I'd love to do
for
this in the
showing up.
second quarter again. In the second quarter, I think we should all come back.
Hey, you know what? That's E3 time too. That's June.
I was about to say, let's just wait until
end of
E3. Let's do a pre-E3 show.
So we'll meet again end of second quarter.
Yeah, sounds good.
Dance for me, Steve.
Bring your best stand-up
your
jokes
pole
next time.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for showing up. I hope we covered damn near everything. I think
we covered as much as we possibly could.
Stripper pole.
Yeah.
I think it went quite well. I think it went pretty well.
All right. Yeah, definitely.
Super happy with you guys. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for
That was awesome.
Thanks for setting this up.
Thanks, Preacher. Yeah, Preacher for setting it all up.
And everybody, yeah,
No
for
problem.
moderating.
Yeah. It was a crazy idea we all came up with and followed through. Preacher, it was awesome.
No problem.
Yeah, especially in the time frame, it's remarkable.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Maybe
don't worry, you guys don't.
So see you later then.
What's with all the white people?
Everybody's going to be right back to watch us blow a bunch of money we shouldn't blow on doing stupid VR shit here in the next 2 days. So awesome. Buying shit so I don't have to. Cool.
And then in the next stream, I will transition to being male. Because
Wait. One more thing. One more thing. Honest to God, no bullshit. And Nat did a fucking video on this. Is Wipeout VR the killer app? Because actually,
of course it is.
I'm surprised they didn't make a bundle with it. Like, they should have made PSVR bundle with
I'm going to say,
surprised they
it's
didn't.
an unanimous yes. Unanimous yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
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 I lost my hands, but
I actually watched a guy doing a video earlier of that on the PS4 Pro versus PSVR. So it wasn't even like PS4 versus PSVR. It was PS4 Pro, and he broke it down by the frame, and they literally made no compromises, man. Like they nailed it. Like it's I think that's what we need going forward. Not in a racing game necessarily or a shooter, but things that the developers take that much time and put that much passion into.
Yeah.
I think we could tell from everybody's stream how blown away we were from that game, literally from the very first second.
I'm so
Everyone literally had the same.
Oh yeah, your body look. Okay, cool. Seraphin's voice is still here.
It was. If you guys want to check the video out or everybody in your stream, if you guys check out Digital Foundry, they don't do VR. They do everything. He does a very good comparison between PS4 Pro and the PSVR side-by-side comparison on it.
Oh so man, I almost forgot. That was gonna be one of my topics. Oh, fuck it. Like PSVR original versus Pro.
Matter
do
now.
you need Pro? Should you get Pro?
I don't think you should. I've got OG PS4 and
I think Pro is just like amazing. Sorry, I just need to say
original, and I'm still doing fine.
I've got both.
When you get the Pro, Dave, you will see. I want you to play Monster of the Deep, a Final Fantasy fishing game.
Oh yeah, that's like
when you get a Pro.
I'll go play that game again.
No, and then Dirt Rally, forget about it. Dirt Rally with the new effects, snow, cracked windows, rain,
raining on your shit.
Raining and every. Oh my God, it's amazing, Dave. You got to get a Pro.
Yeah.
Dave,
right. Okay.
VR, you need horsepower. VR needs horsepower, and a Pro has more horsepower. So of course, if they Pro enhance
1 second. Sorry, not
Paul,
you.
go ahead. Paul, go ahead.
Oh no, I just been saying bye.
No,
it's alright. I wait for you.
I'm gonna drop out too.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, take care.
I need to make news video.
Very good, man.
Thanks everyone for chatting, and see you later in Q2.
Yeah. See you, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna end my stream.
I'm gonna kill my stream and I'm gonna hang out here.
See you later.